What's up, everybody? Welcome back to
Media Showdown.
today on the stage. I have with me Goddess with the edits. You gonna say hi to the people or not?
I did. I said, yeah.
Okay. And Selena. So
Hi.
I know we're a little late, guys, but let me tell you this. Let me tell you. If you are watching this from Straight Henny Media, you're gonna want to follow Hennessy Reviews. I'm gonna type it down in the chat. I don't know if it's gonna bring y'all over here, but that's the name you need to be following at Hennessy Reviews, because Media Showdown has been moved to Hennessy Reviews and will no longer air on Straight Henny Media. However, Straight Henny Media is still on IG, so you can follow Straight Henny Media over there, and you'll be caught up on everything. So this live, we are going to be reviewing Chrisean's TikTok. Now, again, if you're on Straight Henny Media, come over to Hennessy Reviews, because I am going to self-destruct the live in a little while. So everybody say bye to Straight Henny Media. We love you. Follow us over here. Okay. We'll be here. Okay.
And
All right.
that's what I say the schedule program.
All right. So we have now removed Straight Henny Media from the live. We are live only on Hennessy Reviews. And I see that the numbers dropped. So we've lost a few people, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me go put the hootie hoo up for IG, because people don't get their notifications. Even though I be telling people how to get their notifications, they still don't be listening. All right. How has everybody been since Wednesday?
Good.
Oh,
Okay. Poppington is not here, so I don't understand why we are under the sea.
Come out of the water, Ariel.
No, I won't. You can't make me.
So I have to say, yesterday I was a bit disappointed because I didn't get to come live when Chrisean was first live popping it on TikTok. I did catch the Snapchat as I was going down the highway. I'm driving and I'm like screen recording, and I'm watching and I'm screen recording. My mom is like, "Do you want me to drive? Because you're like busy on your phone." And I'm like, "No, I got this." So yeah, I ended up getting the Snapchat, and I posted it. I did post it. I posted it here. And then we got the Ticker Tacker Live. We had a great panel last night. Thank you to everyone who came up. Thank you to everybody who was in the live. I appreciate y'all so very much for coming in and showing out. Thank you to Carletta for coming up and showing out. So yeah, we had a great panel. How did you guys feel about the panel last night? Selena, you were up on the panel.
It was really good. I think everyone was just in a really good mood. Finally seeing Chrisean come out and speak up like we've been asking and really wanting her to do, to put some defunct on some of all of these little statements and comments that the sideshow circus members were trying to do. So it's good to see her up. I think that everyone had a lot to say in agreement with what she said, and she gave us just like a lot of clarity. So it was, I think everyone we had like 6 people on the panel, and it was really good. I was glad to see so many people, and it was very positive. So that was a great thing.
Absolutely. So, if you guys are over here on IG, go up to the story post and click the link that's in the story post and come join us over here on Straight Henny Media. On Hennessy Reviews for Media Showdown, because this live will self-destruct in a few moments. So I do have a message for Nicole Santiago, who likes to come into my comment sections no matter what page it is, and she always has something to say, and she wanted to talk about me calling Jaden Piggy. First of all, let's be very clear. I did not call Jaden Piggy. I repeated what was said in the comments, But for you to come for me and try to say that my back is bigger than hers, girl, your back is bigger than hers and mine put together. You are over on the wrong page for all of that. But then again, you're a fan because you follow me to everywhere I go. You're probably on the IGs as well. So, Nicole Santiago, either you're going to shut the up and enjoy the content and watch from the bushes, or get the on. How about that? How about that? Because big back, small back, medium back, little back. Your daddy would love it here. Your brother would love it here. Your man would love it here. And if you have a girl, your girl would love it here. So don't play with me. Anyway, we're about to end this. Y'all come on over to Hennessy Reviews on YouTube and we'll see you in the cipher. The bar is open. All right, y'all. So the hootie hoo has been put out. And now we are going to come with the content that y'all are all here for. And y'all, I love y'all because y'all be saluting my shenanigans and my bull. Okay.
We like it.
Austin put the scissors in the chat. All right. So Chrisean went live again on she went live again today on her TikTok. And yes, she was popping it. And she was popping it about everything, you guys. She was popping it about Carlissa, Jaden. She even talked about Jay and Marsh, and she talked about Chastity. She got into a lot of things that were goings on. Okay, so we're gonna get into that. And you know what? I said that I was gonna do this without the watermark.
I say watermark, but that's up to you.
I'll post y'all a clean copy somewhere, but I'm gonna put my watermark up only because I just realized people try to be slick and do things. Like I'm noticing some slick things that people be doing, and I'm really not feeling it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this. We're gonna watermark it. And boom, yes, you're on the right page. She said, am I on the right page? You are on the perfect page. Chris is a member. Welcome to the other side. Hey, welcome to the other side. Look, they're saying watermark it.
Welcome, Chris.
All right. So we're going to get into this content right now and listen to Chrisean pop it the way only Chrisean can pop it.
Because they're responding like that's energy. That's not it. Because, all right, so.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me back it up a little bit. There we go.
Because they're responding like that's energy. That's not it. Because, all right, so.
Salute to Mud real quick. I have to say that,
Family.
Mafia Media 100 Fam Music Group. Salute to you. I see you down in the cipher. All right.
You feel me? And the only real reason why I met her in real life was because I was already like, I was not so-called, but like really done with Blue at the time. And my son, we ain't gonna get into it. Long story short, hey baby. Cause I'm gonna call this spade for spades. Cause I'm tired of somebody to say some real shit. Nobody's saying nothing real. Talking about, oh, that wasn't the energy when I pulled up. First of all, let's talk about new recent stuff. When I met you in real life, okay, that was none of that because the fuck? All right, cool. That's real life. Let's fast forward. I get out of jail, I do an interview. The only time I mention y'all is when I genuinely just start praying for reconcile, because at the end of the day, our kids got the same DNA. So it's like, as much as I want to be indifferent or, I don't know, be on a different side of somebody else, it's kind of like, it's just, that's not smart, right? Long
She's
story
right.
short, I chose peace when after everything, like peace. I when I came out and I did that interview, I currently wasn't in relations with Blue. We were still rough, on and off, whatever. Case may be. All right, cool.
Let's pause for a second right there. I think that's a good segue for us to commentate on, because I hear what she's saying. Like, you ain't have this energy when we was in the car together. It's like what she said last night. I was in the car hitting you in my hair. You ain't say nothing. You ain't have this type of energy. And everyone brings that up like, oh, wasn't she just praying? And I think people thought because she said that she was praying for Carlissa, she was praying for Jaden, she was praying for the family, she was praying for Papa Blue, she was praying for reconciliation, right? So now imagine praying for reconciliation and you get met with violence. You get met with the bullshit that she was met with. And she's like, I want to reconcile because our kids share DNA. Like, I don't want to keep beefing. And it's like, I don't know what more she has to say for it to click. Like, what's not clicking, Steven? She's trying to reconcile with y'all for the sake of the children. And if anybody cannot see that that's what the object and the mission and the goal is to reconcile for the kids, and people can't see who the problem is right now, then they're blind. They're either choosing to be blind or they've drank too much Windex. That's just how I see it, because how much did she take before she clapped back? And I find it amazing that with her clapping back, all of a sudden she's still wrong.
Mm-hmm.
After enduring months of being drugged.
Mm-hmm. Agree. How much more? Honestly, she shouldn't have to do this anymore. She's already done that. She extended an olive branch. She prayed for them. Come on. She prayed for you, and yet you're still being evil. So where's Satan lie? In your hearts. So she's done enough. She has done enough. She wants her son to have a relationship with his family, but yet every single day, pretty much every single day, they're utilizing her as their clout. They're putting her out there, saying something new about her, saying something new about her baby. She's so much better than me because I would already rolled up, okay? And if I can't, someone's gonna roll up for me, but trust me, I'm gonna roll up. You're not gonna talk about my kid and get away with it every single time and then throw these steady little jabs, and I'm gonna sit there forever and let you do it? Absolutely not. She's better than me because she took a while. She took a breath. I'm glad she's finally popping it. They better get in line.
Goddess? Did we lose
I would. No. Can you guys hear me? Because my weather is really crappy.
We can hear you, boo.
I can barely hear you guys. Okay, so I would agree. She did really well for not saying anything for a while. And they just keep poking the dang on bear. Stop poking the dang on bear. Leave her alone. It's ridiculous.
One thing Chrisean was always good at is a clap back. She clapped.
When she claps back, she claps.
Oh, she be clapping.
Back. Okay, let's get into it.
She be clapping back more than a stripper clapping booty.
When they start talking shit, saying shit, or subliminally saying stuff.
It's muted, Penny. Yeah. I thought
Wait, I forgot. I can't mute. Okay, so let me go back, because I keep forgetting that I can't mute myself. That I have to keep my mic open. All right, so I No, it's me, because when I mute me, yeah, we're gonna have to get a whole nother charger or something. Okay. When I mute myself, that's when it it cuts that off, which is weird, but okay.
Bro, oh, that wasn't the energy when I pulled up. First of all, let's talk about new recent stuff. When I met you in real life, that was none of that because the fuck? Alright, cool. That's real life. Let's fast forward. I get out of jail, I do an interview. The only so it's like, as much as I want to be indifferent or I don't know, be on a different side of somebody else, it's kind of like, it's just that's not smart, right? Long story short, I chose peace after everything, like peace. When I came out, I did an interview. I currently wasn't in relations with Blue. We were still rough, on and off, whatever. Case may be. All right, cool. All right, cool. Right? When they start talking shit, saying shit, or subliminally saying stuff, or doing an actual interview and start talking shit, that's different.
Yep.
Because I didn't sit up and start talking shit. If I'm sitting up and talking shit, I'm going to stand on it in front of your face. Like, if you say this is what I said, I'm like, that's what I said. That's what we're talking about. When Carlissa tried to pick up the baby, I was like, look, you play too much on the internet. She like, oh no, that's all fake. That's all fake. I said, shorty, you can't do that. Like, I don't play with my son. Like, chill out. Like, yeah, you can't touch him. My God-given heart, yeah, wanted like to put everything aside and act like, but this is no joke though. Like,
oh shit. Okay, I'll get it.
It's not all the energy. I don't know. She just typed the whole fucking picture. Long story short, I chose peace.
Okay, I messed up. Sorry, y'all.
All right, cool. I know the
So right here, we're gonna pause it right there. And even if it's a repeat, we repeat a little bit of what was said. But now my thing is, how you gonna say you're playing that's fake on the internet when you actually are feeding into hurtful narratives that are going against your grandchild? Like, who plays like that? And I'm glad she was like, nah, don't try to play that. See, this is why certain people don't like her, because you can't play in her face. She sees. You got to remember something. The babies of the family, look at Apple Juice. Anybody who has had the pleasure of being on IG Live, when Apple Juice kaboom comes in the room and we have conversations, sometimes you will forget that she is only 16 years old talking. And you know why? Because as the baby of the bunch, the babies observe everything. And this is no knock to other children, but the babies usually get a clear understanding of everyone, everything, and even life. She's the baby girl of 12. And Petey is the baby boy of 12. So them two right there are the last of the Mohicans from Charlotte's bunch. She sees you trying to run game because you wanted a moment. And when she talks about Carlissa pulling out the cameras, we know good and damn well Chrisean was not talking about a cell phone. She was talking about them 6 cameras. That Carlissa pulled them 6 cameras out to try to get her and the baby and Papa Blue on camera so she could have this moment on her show for clout. That's what she was talking about. Thank you, Latanya, for the super sticker. But I don't blame her. I'm not going to play about my kids neither. You're not going to trash talk my kids. That's like somebody talking shit about, I can say shit. Somebody talking shit about you out in the street and talking shit about your kids out in the street. But then they want to come behind closed doors and be like, oh, no, that's not. No, get your ass out of here. You could say hi, you could talk to him, but no, you're not holding my baby. You're not touching my kid. Ladies?
I agree. She has every right to say what she does. She, like you said, she watches. She's such a watcher. She sees what's going on. She's so much brighter than anybody tries to pull from her. How many times have we had people say, "Oh, she's slow"? No, she's not. She's calculating. She'll watch you. She watches how you're acting, and she's just, reading the room is basically what she does. And I don't blame her. Like, they think that she doesn't get it, but she always does. And of course, she was trying to get this for Sitox. Everything is for Sitox. It doesn't matter what it is. Nothing's sacred when it comes to Carlissa, when it comes to her views, and getting it out there. So, of course, she was trying to get this whole moment. We were on her live. We saw exactly how she was acting, as loud as they were getting. Don't act like you guys were sitting there all quiet and just enjoying the dinner. No, you were being loud on purpose, putting the music that they were putting on purpose. They wanted to get some kind of rise from her, and she gave them nothing.
Facts. Goddess?
Yeah, I would completely agree with both of you guys. I'm actually my mother's baby, so that says a lot. But I would it's the fact that they kept commenting, even Jaden's comment of, well, she didn't have this energy there. She said it multiple times. She didn't have this energy there. She didn't have this energy there. You wanted her to have some kind of energy with you. You wanted that. That was the reason for you guys doing it in the first place. So yeah, I completely agree with both of y'all.
And I want to go back to what BB, I think it's BB the Goddess. What's her name? This right here. She said, yeah, I'm sick of I thought she was a Christian. Even Jesus flipped tables, baby, don't play. Listen, at the end of the day, stop trying to weaponize her walk, okay? Stop trying to weaponize her walk, people. Y'all expect her to come out here floating on air, just like they expect the baby to walk on water. You expect her to float on air and to be, this turn the other cheek person. You got to think about the people who are Christians, who don't play. So just because you've pushed my buttons and pushed me to a limit and now I explode, ooh.
There's no rules on religion. Go.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody.
No, only narcissists do that.
Oh, absolutely.
And push, and then when you bark back, they play the victim. So is that what a lot of these people that keep saying that stuff are? I'm curious now. We're going to have a whole members only conversation, okay, over the weekend about this, because is the hate train a bunch of narcissists? I'm just asking for myself right now. But anyway,
what are we
she's been quiet. Like, you can't expect her to continue to stay quiet while everybody is playing with her son. Like, okay, she's used to people playing with her, but you got to think about all the nasty stuff that has been said about her baby. And y'all don't even know. And because of all of the hateful narratives that have been put out there, every time she shows him, they go to editing the photos, or they find a bad angle of the picture and post it up there. They put all of these illnesses and ailments. Like, y'all got to watch your mouths, because the things that you type are the things that you think. So even when you don't speak with this mouth, you're speaking with this mouth. And you're speaking something over a child. Like, disgusting, just disgusting, diabolical human beings at work, as far as I'm concerned. But let's get back into the content, because this is a 30-minute live, and we can make a 30-minute live 5 hours long. Okay.
So then boom.
Us?
Yes, us.
She like, oh, it's not all the energy. I don't know. She just typed the whole fucking paragraph. I don't remember the half she said, but she was pretty much saying it was where was this energy and all other stuff. I don't got no energy for nobody, because I don't know nobody. I only know y'all through Blueface. You feel me? So there's never really like no energy, no animosity, unless you really like say some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then for a person to act like they're above the situation, as if they not painting a narrative to make them look better, when everybody in all parties, it's a fucked up situation. What the fuck? Let's start there, and then two, let's be real. Like, nobody want to be fucking real at all. Like, what the fuck? You acting like you had energy. I don't even know. I can't explain it. Like, I feel like you just people be exposing themselves. Like, you don't know nothing till they get like. I don't know. Like, I don't got no. It's like I don't have problems with other people. I don't cause I'm not an intimidated type of female. Like, whereas though I compare myself to other people, but if we was to compare each other, it's like you talking about, oh yeah, my kids, my car, my house. We don't give a fuck about that. It's just
y'all
the mentioning
can't
part.
see her.
And then playing victim. Like, people be throwing rocks. I responded one time. Nobody can tell me why I'm bored with all my ops. You feel me? I seen this bitch in real life. It was none of that in real life. You feel what I'm saying? So don't let don't let another nigga try to make you fake act like there's something else when there's nothing at all. There's nothing. You feel me? Like, that's how I feel about the whole situation. Like, of course, Carlissa was going to respond, but the bitch responded soon. So, like, victim, it was kind of like the picture, or whatever the case may be, right? Y'all wanted that role. Y'all wanted to be on the spotlight with him and be dominant and just you and him and da-da-da and all that other shit, all this other shit. I come into a picture, it has something to do with me, about with any bitch or anybody. Now, that's like, in this situation, I can't even really explain.
This is
I'm
where
myself. Y'all keep talking about this interview that I prayed. Now I'm talking shit. Girl, I've been praying. I've been loving God. I've been praying. I've been about Jesus. But I also was taking accountability in front of the world, like, hey, I wasn't all about Jesus through my actions, because I really been making really like important, sincere to my heart, that it's important to not do certain things and be a certain way. You feel me? Okay, cool. What do that have to do with the restaurant?
facts.
And then Carlos is talking about sometimes saying certain things that don't even sound authentic. That's the other thing. It's weird as fuck. He grew up.
So there was a part in the live where she was talking about her and Blueface and some of the things that they had gone through and some of the things that happened between the two of them. And she's saying how they grew up. You know, at the end of the day, I also noticed that people were trying to spin a narrative that, oh, she admitted to being with Ronnie, but that's not what she was saying. She was talking about when she went over there with K Suave and he went over there with Jaden. That's what she's talking about. He was very upset that she was over there with K Suave. Very, very upset. He was crashing out badly.
Yeah, he was. Or yeah, he was. Can never forget that crash out. Sometimes I miss it.
Phone calls in the closet. Kicking cabinets down.
My baby don't have a parent.
My baby does not have a parent at 4 in the morning. What?
Doing donuts in the driveway?
As you're holding the very baby you're saying that has no parents at 4 in the morning. Child.
Leaving Hennessy throws at the door.
He come home, we don't work out. Am I going to bash him? Am I going to be like, oh my gosh, and never, because I genuinely love him. I'm doing it because I love him. I'm not doing it because to prove a point to no. That's handling fun. You just need, like, not, because, like, I just for the longest, my narrative. Oh, the new tax phase. That got nothing to do. You should have been like, that got nothing to do with me. I don't even give a fuck. Your daughter and the reasons why, like we talk. We don't talk. That's what I'm saying. I don't. It's no energy with you. I just period. I don't give a fuck. It's no energy with nobody. Actually met her. Like I met them. What the hell? Cause like at the end of the face, we was beefing hard. Boom. He about the this and the bitch. Boom. You feel what I'm saying? Like, going on, bitch. You just caught in the crossfire. Boom. We going like toe to toe for her.
Now this, she had very bad service.
Because I initially wasn't going to kumbaya with them. I still was good. You feel me? So everybody that had to do with everything, she didn't want to go back because she thinking or something, or like she's scared to go back and start. You know what I'm saying?
So what she's saying right now is when she was talking about her and Blue, right? And she was saying how Jaden was scared to go back to the house because she was scared that he was going to end up, putting hands on her or something.
Whatever the case may be, bro.
And she said, they were at war. Chrisean and Blue were at war. And she got caught in the crossfire. And you cannot deny that that's what was going on. He was using her to write diss songs about Chrisean, and then she's doing them. And so Chrisean knows he's using her to do this. That's not really her. That's not really what she's talking about, because she don't even know me to be talking anything about me. So I'm not paying her no mind. It's him. And then that's when she came out with Mr. Take Your with Lil Mabu. And the song went up. You know what I'm saying? So you inserted yourself into the midst of this beef the minute that you agreed to go do those songs. So that's what she's talking about. And it's like the day that they met together, she's speaking on how, but you were scared to go back to the house. Chrisean went back to the house with her. They tore that house up.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. And she ended up taking food with her out of the house. So in a way, she was still trying to be cordial with you as a woman in the situation and all of that. But people ain't going to look at it like that. They're going to be, oh, no. But that's how I saw it. Oh, you scared he's going to beat you up? All right, let's go in the house together. Let's go in here. Let's tear his house up. And if the two of us stand strong together against him, there's no way. But then they even said in the video, you beat both of us up.
Allegedly.
So I think an even swap don't make no swindle. So yeah, you definitely, if that's what happened, that's what happened. But it's like I was asking, where did all of this energy come from? Because when they last left off, everything was all good. But like we've all come to the conclusion, it's Carlissa in her ear feeding her this venom. Because the minute that all of that happened, what did Carlissa say? Oh, you let a Power Ranger trick you out your house. That's what she said.
She did.
I'm like, all right, I'll come back. Carl want to come with me. Feeling it, but I'm not at the same time because we're in. So y'all gotta be. Y'all be acting like I don't know.
This part of the live is choppy.
Like, can we talk about not what you think or what you want? That's what's bothering me. But don't get Marsh. Y'all, I love Marsh. I won't never mention her name because she just, I don't know. She needs.
This is where the live gets clearer, guys.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The only reason why I feel like it's nothing really to address with my friends is because so me and Marsh, I only fell out with everybody because I feel like if I associate with some party, I'm dealing with them somehow. So So I cut off all associations for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would say what Marsh did and what she fucked up at, what had me fucked up, and what I was doing for her and what I did for her and her nigga. Like, I can go on the list, I can pop my shit, but I respect, like, I don't know, I just respect them too much to talk shit. Cause it's like, for what? You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, everything that I'm going through right now, I'm really like, for what? You feel me? Like, all right, cool. You beef with me. You want to talk shit? Cool. You got no motion, though, after you talk shit, though. Because what are you pushing? Music? Are you pushing a career? What are you doing? Because don't get me wrong. I put that money down for that $2.8 million home. I lived in that motherfucker. I had open arms. I didn't have to have my friends move in with me with their nigga and to clock their nigga. When you fuck with a nigga, you go live with them. You don't have them come live with you and your best friends. Like, I can't explain it. Like,
that's a fact.
I'm not even ready to clock them right now because this is not about them. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, everybody was living off of me. Like, living off of me. Like, you feel me? So, you know?
We're live. You right, Chris. It is. It's very draining, negative
so when
energy.
People start clout chasing and it's just, it's like, I could say so much, but again, like, I don't really want to.
And she did.
I need to do my hair.
You know, let me say this. Let me pause for a second. Because when she's ready to bleed somebody, Chrisean bleeds them. She doesn't hesitate. She doesn't have any reserve about doing it. You could tell when she doesn't want to do something. Okay, because she's being very reserved in giving giving Jay the energy that she deserves. And she actually has every right to bleed her if she so chose to. But like she said, this isn't about them. This is about Carlissa. This is about Jaden. This is about the haters that are out here, you know, popping it the way they popping it.
No, they was, okay, so this is what I feel like. I feel like this with any relationship, anybody, right? If God is not really centered in your relationship, other things like party and shit, say you're going through a lot, mixed with going through a lot, but no therapy, no nothing, no solence. I feel like I probably enabled my friends a little bit just because, like, okay, going. Jay, she was always this where I think they fucked up at. For real. So while everything is going on and I'm hitting every show, right? I'm hitting every show, picking up money and all this other stuff.
This is from today.
At heart, they should have had content, product pushed out. Like, they always had my credit card. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was in this shit together. Like, together. Like, Marsh was Marsh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was everybody. Everybody was themselves. But everybody was, like, supporting me, but not supporting themselves. Do that make sense? Like, and then when I decided to take off because I had warrants, I was on a run. I just had a baby. A lot of stuff going on me. And my baby father get locked up. He's like, hey, I need you. What's going on? Yeah, tap in, whatever. So when I decided to switch up my whole formula of going the fuck up, my friends decide to, let's do music. Let's drop. Like, why y'all wasn't doing this while I was doing it? Do that make sense? Like, So I feel like that was one thing too. I feel like we could have probably stayed friends if everybody like personally was real with themselves. Like I had no evil vendetta with Jay or Marsh. I love them both. If I felt mistreated or disrespected, I voiced that. I never was like, oh, like I said it to your face. Like Marsh, me and her, we talked. Boom. Jay, she's kind of like. That's what I'm saying. I got a soft spot for Jay, bro. Like, I know what she went through, what she suffered from, like, mentally. It's hard for me to throw it up in her face. You know what I mean?
Now, I'm going to pause this right here because even when I personally feel, I'm sure you ladies feel the same way, and I'm actually going to scroll down to the bottom because I'm I'm not that far behind in comments because I'm interested to see how y'all feel about this. I feel like personally, the way that Jay carried on online, she didn't deserve no grace. She deserved to have herself ripped a new one because of the way that she carried it. You didn't have to come online and give in to anyone and drag the baby and make it seem like all of this stuff was going on and Chrisean was this big boogeyman. And I don't understand why people keep doing that, making it seem like she's this big boogeyman that just comes and terrorizes them. Like, I feel like if she would have decided to drag Jay, she was well within in her right to do so. But the fact that she's showing her grace shows me the type of person that she is. It doesn't tell me that Jay has something on her or that she's scared to go up against Jay. That's not what it tells me. It shows me that she's really like, I'm really trying not to drag my friend into this because I know what she's been through. And even though she knows what I've been through and she didn't care about that, I'm going to be the bigger person. But here's a little advice for people being the bigger person. Be prepared for the burden that carries. Because being the bigger person does not always feel good, especially when it's not what you're innately used to. We know Chrisean gets up here and she puts you out there. Being the bigger person can feel very uncomfortable, and it takes a lot of strength to be that. So while people think, oh, it's weak to do that, she should just know, I'm going to say this. She should handle it the way that she feels comfortable within herself to handle it, not the way that anybody else feels that she should handle it. But I give her kudos for not doing what a lot of us would have went out and did. Selena?
So I actually took this whole piece from her as just showing again how much of a better person she is and where she is with her own mindset. Because if it was me and my so-called pseudo best friend for many years did that to me and my child online, I could never. But this shows you that she still loves Jay. She still, she still misses her maybe, or so. That was her friend. They've been through a lot. She didn't air her out. She didn't talk about Jay and things like that. She just said that, in fact, in her head, she used it more like Jay's not in the right place. And we all kind of already knew that. That's already been out, that Jay just has not been in the right place since her father's death, and she didn't look well. So she kind of brought it out, like, and said, like, I'm giving her kind of some grace for her mental health, and I think in some ways that she still does care about Jay as a friend, but there's just no going back. I don't really see her doing that, but I give her so much credit for not dragging her, because she could have. Anybody can. She could have said all kinds of stuff about her, and she didn't. And so, again, doesn't have nothing to do with me, but I don't forgive Jay. I thought it was wrong, 100%. You don't do that to your friends. But she's saying, Jay's not, this isn't Jay. Jay's not in her right mind. Jay has done some things because she's just not there at this time. You know? She gave her grace.
And I think that when you lose a parent, that takes a toll on you. Yes. It really does. Goddess.
Yeah. Congratulations to her because she's really grown a lot. To be really honest with you, she's grown a lot. We've seen her bleed Blueface, and she loves that man. So it's like she's definitely grown a lot. You could definitely see it. You could feel it that she still has a lot of love for her. I think she has a lot of love for all of her friends. I think it's just she outgrew them, and it's okay. It's okay.
She made points though, you know, because it is true. You can't just sit there and be complacent and not try to have your own career. You know, this is Chrisean's career, but Chrisean's career is not your career. You do need to figure out what you want to do, whether it's also in the entertainment industry or not. But a lot of them sat there on it and kind of waited, you know, for her and lived on what she was bringing in. You still have to have a career yourself. This, you know, you can't just latch on unless you're working for them. But there was no drive. There was never any drive for them to do anything.
Facts. Poppington has joined us. Hey, Poppington.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Hey, babe.
Hey,
Babe. Oh no.
All right, let's get back into the content.
Since like I can't talk shit about my friends, my ex-friends. Like I can say like, yeah, we fell out, we don't fuck with each other, but I really can't. I necessarily can't go in on the line of like I'm not gonna call them broke. I'm not gonna call them nothing.
Right.
I'm just calling the situation, it failed. Like our friendship thing failed. And I feel like it only failed when I took off. And when I took off, I got to see everybody who they truly are without me working. Marsh always been a hustler, always had a job. Jay, she was a person that she tried different things and never stick with it. But I genuinely just, I don't know, I have 12 siblings. So it's like coming to LA, befriending people, boom. I blow up, I get some real money. They always used to have my cards, always. I don't care how much money I gave them or what I gave them or what they took or whatever, right? It's not even about that. It was really more so the friendship. Like, we didn't care how much money we had. We didn't care what happened. When things happened to me, it happened to them. Like, they went through stuff with me. Like, we was all together. So when I feel like when she was crashing out on the internet, it was more so like her responding to hating fans, like, and then like getting sucked into like to lie on my name and bash me. But it's like, you too grown to be acting like that. You 30, y'all 30. You feel me? Y'all older. Y'all mad at a little girl that was you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I can't explain it. Like, it's, and then it's just all false. Like, don't try to say stuff to like make me look like, oh, I was on that and I'm on that. Like, no, bro. Like, chill.
I don't think that she's necessarily, she made it clear that she was not talking about Marsh with that statement that she said. She said Marsh has always been a hustler. So she wasn't speaking on Marsh. Think about the circle and who's did what. And I believe the reason why she's addressing Janet and Marsh is because those are the ones that were there from the beginning, basically, all the way up until. And, you know, I did say when Marsh first came out, I mean, when Jay first came out, I was saying she was speaking from a place of pain, but she was not handling that pain correctly. I believe it probably did hurt her. You got to think about it. And I'm not making an excuse. I'm going to speak real right now. She lost her father. She lost her friend. You know, she probably has a lot of things in her ear. She's still dealing with K Swab's brother. K Swab feels a way about Chrisean. The brother feels a way about Chrisean. And they were like sisters, the three of them. When you saw one, you saw the other two. And then there was also Deja. Those four right there, Deja popped in and out, but Chrisean, Jay, and Marsh were the trio. They went with her on baddies, like she's acknowledging the things that they went through together. She said, when I went through something, we all went through it together. So she's acknowledging that we were together through thick and thin, but now, you know, our friendship has dissolved. And I know that she's been going through a lot mentally. So I'm trying not to add to that. And you got to think, we even was saying ourselves, like, something seems off with Jay. She doesn't look the same. This is not how Jay usually behaves. You know, I'm not going to put any other accusations out there on it, but I just feel like Chrisean is handling this in a very mature way, in ways that even us who are older than her don't think we would have the strength to do. But I also understand, even in a person's disloyalty, still being loyal to them, because it's not even a matter of I'm being loyal to you out of obligation or blackmail. It's just I'm honoring what we went through as friends, and this that separated us, I'm not going to speak on this unless I have to, but I'm going to honor that and not drag you because of who you were to me before this situation happened. So I get that, because when somebody is my friend, I'm not going to drag you. I'm going to still hold your loyalty. I'm not going to get out to the world. I'm not going to turn on you. I'm not going to try to manipulate people against you. I'm not going to try to do any of those things. I'm not going to go live and feed into the haters. I'm not going to do any of that. Yeah. And I just feel like she, with her forgiving heart, that's why I said, if Chrisean forgives Jay, what is everyone who's upset going to say? Because I already felt like, I'm not saying that she forgives her, but in her heart, she has compassion and empathy for Jay. Mm-hmm. So I give her kudos for this, because it gave us an insight into how closely knit they were. But like she said, you were up underneath me at that time. Everyone was associating you with me. And this is me paraphrasing her. And you didn't take that opportunity and run with it like you should have. Yeah. And I feel like when you have a friend that's like that, and they're putting you into a place and a space where you could blow up, do it. Don't wait until a situation comes where now I'm back with Blue. I got to move out of the house and everybody wants to start doing other things. And now you expect me to come and help you when now I'm in this situation. Because she even said, and I think we might have passed it and it may have gotten chopped up, but Chrisean said, I'm doing what my husband says. Oh, she says it later, but she's going to tell y'all, I'm doing what my husband tells me to do. Whatever my husband says is what goes. So and if her husband said cut them off, that's what she got to do. And they got to respect that, because she's a wife. She's a wife, not a trife.
And when you lose a friend, you know, some of you may have, some may not, especially a long-term friend that you've done a lot with. It's not easy. That's hard. You mourn the friendship. And even when she was talking, and this was one of the parts I actually got to watch, you can see a little bit of the pain still in her. So I feel like she is mourning those friendships. It's not like just overnight you get over it. She knows that there's more to it. She knows that Jay has some issues, and I just see it in her eyes when she was talking that this is paining her still. So
Goddess. Okay. I
feel bad. I feel bad.
Don't put numbers in the chat.
Huh?
They removed
it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Goddess.
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm lagging. Okay. Let me get out and restart, and I'll be right back because I'm lagging.
You aren't lagging on our end, though.
I'm not? Oh.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
You lagging on another device, because if you're watching from another device, there is a delay between us and the actual live stream.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. Okay, so yeah, I feel bad because you could tell that she's hurting about this. You could tell. But Janet's too up underneath K Suave's brother to be doing anything. Wasn't she doing nails? What happened with that? Wasn't she doing manicures?
She's doing nails. She's done music. She's supposed to do something else. She was supposed to be working on a business. Like, I don't know. And that's the thing that she's talking about. You start stuff and then you don't finish it.
That part. You could say a million times what you're doing, but yet she hasn't done anything.
And the fact that we can't for everything speaks volumes, because Marsh said she had lip gloss. Everybody remember the lip gloss. Marsh does lashes. Marsh is still doing her lashes. Marsh said she was dropping a song. Marsh dropped her song. So it's like people, you see the difference in things. Poppington, where the heck did you go? All right, guys. Let's get back into the content.
Like she got to talking about my son and all this other stuff. Like,
hold on, Poppington is back. Okay, Poppington, your turn.
Yeah, sorry guys, they kicked me out of StreamYard. I agree with Henny. I feel like Chrisean is handling this very maturely. Um, I'm very proud of her. To be honest, I'm low key surprised. Because I know how people are. Like when you take it and take it and take it, sometimes it doesn't come out so mature. It blows up and it becomes a messy mess. And I'm glad that she's not going forward that way. Also, I feel like it wasn't only her husband that told her, she had to get away from these people. Remember, she was really on her spiritual.
Come out the water.
Oh, you guys can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
She was on her spiritual journey. So it wasn't only her husband that was telling her this. It was the higher power telling her she needs to get away from these people and, well, not get away, but maneuver and make sure that people, places, and things that wasn't serving her was gone. And it's sad that most of her friends were those people, places, and things.
Mm-hmm.
But I commend her because she's really, for the things that everybody said and have been doing so far, for her to react this way, I am super proud of her. Super proud of her. And I feel like Janet is being manipulated by K Squad's brother. You guys got to think about it. Chrisean, was with K Squad. When they broke up, it came out that she was like using him to, get really jealous and stuff like that. And we as women know how that goes. Men can't take certain things that they do to us the way we can take them. You can get cheated on a million times, and a man will still expect you not to say nothing about it, bring it up, do anything. The moment you cheat on your man, you done killed him. Like his breath is gone. He's like, oh my God, you're this, you're that. I can't trust you anymore. So I feel like,
we're talking about queens. Put your Timbs on and fight your way out, girl. Fight your way out, because you start out clear and then you start. That's how you
so
sound.
I really think that I really think she's doing a great job of just, handling the situation. And that's it. Like I really feel like you're right. Me as in my 40s, I don't think I could have been so, I guess, adult about the situation, because I'd have been done cursed everybody out, act for Addy, let's fight, all that. And I'm 40 something, so for her to be this mature, I'm loving it. I love seeing it, and I'm proud of her.
He just said, leave my sis under the sea. K Suave and Chrisean was never a couple. That's what they portrayed. And it doesn't matter, right? Because it still pissed Blueface off and had him crashing out. So regardless to whether you believe they were a couple or not, it still did its job. It had him crashing out and giving us 4 a.m. closet rants and all types of stuff. I'm not ready for that. I don't think we're gonna get that, but I'm not ready for that, guys.
Out of all people, you mentioned my son trying to play with me, knowing like that's not even funny. You feel me? That's
Hold on.
Right.
There's nothing mature about what, Patricia? I'm a little lost. I would like to know what wasn't mature.
You saw that comment right when I saw it. I was literally about to type.
You was about to bloop. Nope, I got it.
I'm like,
Yeah,
What
inquiring minds want to know.
we want to know what wasn't mature. I want to hear your take on this because that's very interesting when you have a panel full of people, a chat full of people that are saying they would not have been able to handle it like that. They're acknowledging it as her being very mature and handling herself like an adult because, in all honesty, us being older, we're supposed to handle ourselves that way. But we're saying, girl, I will grab you by your eyebrows and drag you down the road, okay?
let me put my hair up.
So, right. Pass
Hold
me
up.
Vaseline and my sneakers. Hold my
Let's
earring.
go.
I want my Timbs. I don't want no sneakers. You stomping you out.
I said Tim's, but well, no, I said sneakers because I was quoting Angela from Why Did I Get Married when she said I brought my Vaseline and my sneakers.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I love that movie.
Here's my thing. People put those type of comments in the chat, and we're asking you to go ahead and clarify. We're not attacking you. We just want to hear what you have to say. Maybe you have a good, side that we need to listen to, but you guys never want to. You never want to speak on it. You never want to come up.
Maybe she's typing a paragraph.
Hopefully, I'm still waiting on that paragraph. Paraphrase
Me
it.
too. Let's go back into the content as we wait.
Yeah, let us know when you're ready.
And it's crazy because while she's talking shit about me, she was in a crazy home. She probably it's stuff that I know because
333.
I saw Marsh at the nail salon for when somebody's actually going through something and you don't really you don't wish people worse even when they not your good friend.
Right.
So when I heard things about Jay from Marsh, and I saw, you feel me? But we kind of caught a little bit, and
So
I didn't have much to say because it's kind of I really don't have nothing to say about my friends. I don't even know how to tell her this without feeling like it's fucked up, But yeah, it's just I think one thing about with Marsh.
yes, she did, El Boogie. I don't know if she was getting a phone call or not at this point during the live because as you saw, she was in a very good spot and then it kind of cut the sound. But she said she ran into Marsh at the nail salon. And
Sour.
Marsh told her
Stop.
what was going on with Jay, which would also explain, if you think about it, when Marsh did her podcast interview, that's why Marsh was showing her grace too. She was saying what she did was wrong, and she shouldn't have done that because that's her godson. But she didn't drag her. And it makes sense because here's the thing. Like we always say, we only know what they show us. We don't know what's going on outside of that. Okay?
Associating with them, they low-key envied who I really was in real life. When she was popping in all this stuff and going back and forth.
It does.
With, texting me and stuff. I don't know. I can't explain it. I feel like the internet just ruined relationships, and then too is it just exposed people. Go through a season when you're not on nothing right, and you're purposely handling things you're going through, So it's like a quiet season for you. So during your quiet season, you lose people because of who you was. You provided whatever. Like, I can't explain it. I don't know why. Like, I feel like it's just hard to speak on shit like that. Like, it's just hard to speak on. It is. And then like whole thing with my sister, chat.
I don't know why this part is
It don't even matter, right? Soon as
this part
I
shouldn't
stopped
be.
sending money to my sister Chastity. I stopped associating myself with her for her. She would text me with drama to get my attention. I'll respond like, what are you doing? Stay out of it. Right? She ride with me, she my sister, right? While I'm like, but when I was catering to her, getting her car fixed, all type of stuff. I don't know. It got pounded to a lot because the guy that fixed it had to pay an extra $700, like whatever, right? It don't even matter, right? Soon as I let go of my association with her and my resources of who I was to her, she picked a side because that side was needed. Like, okay, she picked Latifah's side. She only picked Latifah's side because frankly, both of them need each other at the same time. She don't got no money. I'm not responding. Tifa low-key beefing with me because of the internet and whatever. She saying I said this and this and that. And it was just kind of annoying because it's like everybody in my family know I'm not lying about what actually happened to me, bro. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, y'all think I want to sit up and say what happened to me when I was a kid because nobody was watching us? All right, cool. That's one thing. And then two, y'all acting like I was the only person that said something. Like, well before my nephew was sharing his testimony about stuff, and I never got up. I got up on here in voice. What was actually the beef was because it's like I never got up. I got up on here in voice. What was actually the beef was because it's like y'all keep trying to figure out what was the disc. Yeah, I was a kid, but I didn't forget it. But did I bring it back up to certain family members? Yeah. Only certain people knew about the situation because everybody will always be like, so what's up with you and Latifah? Why y'all this and this and that? And then it's like, I don't know. She react a different way. I respond. Like, you feel me? Like, I can't explain it. Like, me saying what I said wasn't to drag her or bash her name or stop motion. Nothing. You feel me? It was just a voice of why we are the way we are for real. Because I think she think that I forgot. Do that make sense? So
that makes perfect sense to me. Okay, good. Here we go. I don't know what's up with the recording, but the audio is good. I will get the clips out. You know, I'll put it out in clips because I don't know why it's doing this. It did it last night too. But anyway, I get everything that she's saying. And a lot of people were calling Chastity out and saying, oh, Chrisean must have cut her off. That's why. A lot of people were saying, oh, Latifah's the one that's paying her now. So that's why. So a lot of people were already like calling this out. And it looks like, you know, Chrisean is saying, yeah, that's what it is. Like, I cut my sister off, and now this is a beneficial situation for her and for Latifah. So she's taking a side with her right now. And I think it's sad because this is your sister. This is not a stranger. And you're telling me, because we watched her call Jay and Marsh her sisters, and they were actually there for her. Let me shut up. Let me take a sip of water and mind my business. But she's You know, she what she said about the situation with being touched, like you can hear the nervousness in her. She I I can honestly see that. Like her hoping that Chrisean didn't remember that it happened. And I can see that.
To be fair,
And you know, she said an important thing. It happened when nobody was watching us. A lot of things happen when the adults aren't looking, aren't paying attention, or are incapacitated because of a thing that's going on in their life. Go ahead, Selena.
now I think even with what she was saying, she even gave her sister grace
Mm-hmm.
because she still tried to protect her in what she was saying. She tried to
Right.
protect her and saying it happened when no one was watching. She didn't, say anything like call her, you know, pedophile or anything like that. She really was trying to still speak grace on her. I felt like she was more like understanding on what maybe, you know, she had gone through too. So again, she was still protecting so many people in the things she was saying, but she was speaking her truth. So, and I've always believed her. She's been saying it for a really long time. This didn't just come out of the blue. And
Nope.
she is right. You know, her nephew was speaking this too. So
Right.
I was, again, she's being honest, but yet was still protecting other individuals, including her sister.
Well, remember, Jason Lee asked her that when she was on the show interviewing with him. He asked her, "Why do you protect people that hurt you?"
Yeah.
This is something that that she's been doing, is protecting the people that hurt her. And I wish that you guys could have seen the video as it was moving, which is why I said I'm probably going to post it in parts, like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, however many parts. It's probably going to be like 4 parts. I'm going to post it in sections so you guys can actually see it in real time. Um, you know, her body language and everything, it was like, oh, like she's talking about it and she's uncomfortable from what I got.
Yeah.
But she's speaking on something, and it's like at this point, everything that she's speaking on, while she's handling it or seeming to handle it with so much maturity, grace, looking at it from a spiritual aspect, whatever it is that you call it that you're seeing, I also see that this has been a lot of hurt for her. Friends that you called family, you step back from them, and then boom, one of them one of them decides to and go to the internet with bull crap about you. Carlissa, somebody who she once at one point in time was looking at as a mother figure, because people forget that they were cool at one point in time in the beginning. Turning on you, not talking about you, came to your house, smiled and played in your face to meet your son. And now the very grandmother of your child is now not only bashing you, but bashing your child as well. And let's think about it. When Chrisean was pregnant, she was bashing her about the baby by calling her Hagar and saying that her and her child were going to be out in the wilderness lost and this, that, and the third. Like, it's been a lot that has gone on. And I just hear, I'm unburdening myself. I'm hearing, I was silent for a long time watching everything that was happening. And I was in my secret place, elevating spiritually. But while I'm elevating spiritually and I'm healing from things, these people have hurt me. And so now I'm speaking my truth on things. That's what I'm hearing. Poppington? I don't know where Goddess went.
Not even that. I feel like it's more than a hurt thing. It's they're coming out popping it, and it's bringing up things I'm trying to burden myself of. Um, Meaning like, okay, I'm trying to get away from being this person. I'm trying to get away from certain situations. I'm trying not to think of certain things. But the more these people are coming out and like trying to drag her or tell her business, it's kind of, I think it was kind of making her backstep. So I agree with you. She had to come say something to like release all of that, and I feel that she's really hurt. And Charity, we knew it. We knew it. We knew it. You can't hide, boo boo. Your whole aura, your attitude, the way you are, shows people exactly who you are, front and center. And we knew it. And all this is confirmation. So, like I said, the other media showdown, boo boo, we're not helping you with that baby anymore. The fans quit. We are not the pappy. Okay? Okay.
You are not the father.
I don't know what that's about. And then like
Wait a
I
minute.
don't blame her.
I want to
I
go
don't
back a little bit.
like I can't explain it. Like me saying what I said wasn't to drag her or bash her name or stop motion. Nothing. You feel me? It was just a voice of why we are the way we are for real. Because I think she think that I forgot.
Thanks,
Did that make
Jade,
sense?
for the super
So
sticker.
I don't know what that's about.
Holy Buttercup, she did.
And then like I don't blame her. I don't blame her because it's like you was a kid too. I don't blame her. It's just like what the fuck? We was close back in the day, but I feel like we was only close because I was like a kid in her eyes still. And then when I started developing like boobs and fame.
I don't know if this is Cassandra, but hey, I think it is. And thank you for the super sticker as well. Legal Doc, talk with your paper. Is that Cassandra? Is that you, Cassandra?
Shit like that. It was kind of like
yeah.
Like if I had a problem with, or I didn't like my sister, or I didn't want her in the spotlight, I wouldn't have had her on my TV show. I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have made it a thing as if like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have to do the things I did. She tried, and then she went like, she went talking about this. Like, Chastity, I just saw you in real life, bro. People.
Okay, I had to make sure because I'm like, did somebody steal her name?
Dumb as fuck. Like everybody that get up on my name, I had a real life. The case, everybody, like my siblings. I know.
This is crazy. I gotta find a new way to record this stuff because this is getting on my nerves. I know it's getting on y'all.
It's all 12 of us, but it's kind of like fucked up. But I don't know. Like I feel like if it was an off-camera conversation and say, you know, when we was kids, I remember this and this is what happened or whatever, she'd probably catch a defense. So
thank you for the super sticker, Vanessa.
I'll return to the baddie home.
She's not going back to baddies, guys.
I do whatever my husband tells.
She says she do whatever her husband tell her to do. So her husband said no more baddies.
No more baddies.
No more baddies. Okay, no more baddies. So we can stop guessing. Is she gonna be on Baddies Africa? We can stop guessing. Is she gonna be on Baddies Wild, Going Wild? And we can stop guessing if she's gonna be on a Baddies All-Star. Unless Blue gives the green light for that, she's not moving.
Yeah. So that's my take on everything. That's my take on everything. It's wild. That's it. Like I don't know. You just be seeing people and how they play. You just be like, okay. You said where I'm at mentally. Mentally, I think I'm matured for sure. Like mentally, like stuff used to have such an impact on my heart, whereas though it hurt. Like I know y'all used to see when I used to cry a lot, and if like my heart hurt, I don't hurt no more, which is cool. What I do is I adjust. Like I adjust. I don't.
Okay, so for the rest of the live, it's kind of quiet. You know, she doesn't really speak too much of anything else. She's just sitting there reading comments. I think that this was a good one, and I just want to talk about the tone of everything. When she first comes on, she's on timing. She's on timing. She's blasting, and you and But when it got to the point to sit down and really talk about her friends and talk about her family, she was calm. She was gentle. She was empathetic. She really took the time to analyze. I think she really is looking at it by putting herself in the other person's shoes and speaking from her perspective of things and from her space with her dealing with it. When it comes down to Carlissa and Jaden, there's really no rhyme or reason for this. So she's matching energy is what it's telling me. You know what I'm saying? She didn't break down and cry. And I think clear mind, Chrisean, is even more dangerous than Chrisean when she wasn't clear-minded.
Definitely.
Because she's really getting a clear view of everything and everyone, and I'm here for this. I'm here for it.
It's like she's stepping outside and looking at everything. She's watching how everyone plays and how it all plays out. So she's being a little bit more mindful of what she says, how she says it. Obviously, again, I'm with you when you say that the whole, Jaden and Carlissa thing is just unwarranted, and she's not okay with the fact the way they're speaking on her baby, and just using her and this negative narrative to keep themselves out there on every blog and such. But when it came to her friends, that's still a sensitive subject for her. She still has love for them. She's holding it with grace. She doesn't want to speak, negatively or attack them, like maybe she could for whatever Jay's done, from allegedly what she has done and we've heard. She still talked about, Tifa in a sensitive way too. There was no hate. There was no, there was no pain, nothing. It was like in a way, and I'm not trying to say this, guys, because I don't know how, if this isn't me in her shoes, but it was like some kind of understanding too for her. Like, yeah. She's been through things too. And right. So, my sister, she loves her sister. So I got that from her. I got that. Like, she would forgive, she would forgive and try to make amends. She loves her family stuff. She says it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think that's fair. That's a fair analogy on things because, kids that have things like that happen to them oftentimes are turn into kids who do things to other people. And it's not, it's not really looked at that way. But it's like Chrisean is like, look, yeah, this is what happened, but I don't even really want to dwell on this. Like, I don't even blame her. Like, we weren't being watched. And that's no knock towards her mom, but we know the mom's story from their perspective of things. We do have China that gives her perspective, but there's an age gap there. So there's things that were going on that she may not be privy to, that they were privy to, being that she was outside of the household and away from the home. She may not know what was going on there, but she does know some insight based off of what Tristan has shared with her as to what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, we're looking at a whole nother family that needs some healing. And it's safe to say, Blue side, mostly not even his side, because we've met Carletta, we've met Maine, we've met Nikki, and they are level. They're not Carzilla. It doesn't run over there on that side of the family, and Carletta told us that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Carlissa needs some healing because it's trickling down on her branch of the family tree. Chrisean's family needs some healing. And I just would love to see that happen for everybody, because I couldn't imagine being treated the way that we've seen her be treated, and by family.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a need for healing on both sides. And maybe that's also what brings Chrisean and Blueface together too, is they understand each other in ways other people don't.
Wow, that just popped out to me. It says, when I worked at DJJ, the youngest child there was for SA was like 9 years old.
It's horrible.
Definitely a burden lifted. Poppington Goddess, either one of y'all?
Well, speaking as a person that was essayed as a child, um, from the moment she said it, I believed her because, to be honest, I get real emotional when it comes to Chrisean because of the similarities. It's a trauma bond. I think that we love her so much. A lot of us that follow her and really support her, it's definitely like a trauma bond because we've been through something that she's been through. And to be honest, the only reason why she said it was because she couldn't believe that her older sister was trying to make it seem like she's the reason why their relationship is not good.
Right.
And to a person that's been SA, that's like you're trying to lie and hide what you did. And we both know what happened, but you're trying to spin this. And after years and years of not saying anything publicly or addressing it or healing from it, that's just like dealing with a situation and you're not saying nothing, and then finally you blow up. So when she did say it, I saw it as it was a blow up moment, as a, I can't believe you're doing this to me when you did this to me. You understand what I'm saying? I think with Carlissa, Carlissa, her and Chrisean is so much alike, and that's why she can't stand her. And I really like just recently came to that conclusion because you know how they say opposites attract. Carlissa has the same exact story as Chrisean. I'm not verifying that it's true. We don't know. I don't know if she's clout chasing off of her. But for her to have the exact same story as Chrisean, for us to hear Blue say to her a couple of times, like, you and Chrisean are just alike, like, I don't understand what's going on. I really think that that's the problem. Like, Carlissa knows she's not a good person. And I think some way in her mind, Carlissa's not a good person as far as what she says and what she does. That's where her and Chrisean differ, but the situation is kind of the same. So maybe in Carlissa's mind, she don't want her son with a person like her. Not trying to give Carlissa out or anything. I'm just trying to look at the situation in a totally different light because I'm trying to understand why this lady that's older than me can crash out so bad over a child. Because at 24, you're still a child. You don't know everything. You still have to learn. You still need guidance.
She reminds her of something that she's trying so hard to forget and working so hard to not be. But think about it. Think about it. And don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you an analogy. Old Chrisean. How did she come on this internet? raising hell. Anytime somebody stepped out of line, somebody tried to play with her, Blue was playing with her, she came on here raising hell and bleeding. And we like, yes, girl, get him. Get him. But the difference is, Chrisean was pointing out the facts of the situation. She wasn't making up stories on people. Carlissa gets on here and raises hell, but she will spin narratives, and she's not above lying on people. So the thing is, they both will raise hell. Carlissa, being 50-something years old, should know better. Chrisean, at 24 years old, is learning better. Carlissa has said multiple times she knows how Chrisean is and who Chrisean is because she was once Chrisean. If she's not trying to give that energy out, she doesn't want a reminder around of what she's working so hard to not portray. So Carlissa thinking if she gets online and raises hell, Chrisean is going to get online and raise hell back. Carlissa goes here. Chrisean is 24 years old. She's where she's supposed to be. So what happens is Carlissa lowers herself to who she was at 24, 25 years old. Does that make sense to y'all? She reverts backwards to me because the stuff that she's doing is completely outrageous. And the reason it's outrageous to us is because she's older than most of us up here. All of us up here, as a matter of fact. And most of y'all in the comment section, she's either older than you, the same age as you, or you're older than her. But she keeps getting reverted backwards.
Are you going to drop the link after?
I am going to drop the link.
Okay, because there's a lot of people that don't agree, but it's respectful, and I think that I would like to have them come in too and give their opinions.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of the fact that she...
So you don't see Carlissa reverting backwards? You don't see Carlissa being triggered to become 24-year-old Carlissa?
Carletta's been giving us hints of how Carlissa was. Like, y'all can't act like we haven't heard stories of Carlissa dragging chicks out of Big John house and stuff. Like, do y'all listen to Carletta?
Drop the link because I think you're taking it too far. But I'm gonna let you come up. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna let you come up and let you voice your opinion, because I'm not saying that she's that. No, I'm not saying that she's those things. And then there's people that are like, I just see a demon. No, look at what's happening. As a 50-something, I'm not even 50-something years old. If a 20-something-year-old younger woman is online popping it, I'm not about to pop it like a 20-something-year-old woman. If I decide to get up here and pop it, I'm going to pop it like a woman that's my age. The same way that I do when I read down. When I read down Jaden, did I pop it like I was 20-something years old, or did I pop it in my age bracket? I didn't get up here popping it like her. I didn't get up here doing none of that. Nobody wants to come up.
Come on.
So I want to hear this because
Selena, you scared them. It's that
No.
Can y'all hear me?
So Tabitha, before you're gonna get up and act like you're 24 and pop it like a teenager. Y'all can be mad at me. Y'all can
Listen, I have a 24-year-old daughter. If a 24-year-old's popping it at me, my daughter will pop off first. I'm not even gonna lie.
Felicia say y'all scare people. Why? We're not scary.
I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like it's the fact that she can't control her, and I feel like it's the fact that she can relate to her.
Yeah, but
I think it's a little bit of both.
Gets triggered backwards. I agree with all of that you said, but I feel like she gets triggered backwards.
Oh yeah, absolutely, that too. I feel like she's just a childish individual. Like she really needs to grow up. What up, Dre?
What did
Carlissa wants to be 24 again.
She said, "Get old, grow up, and get old."
She did.
Yeah, she wants to still be a teenager. She wants to be in that teeny bop She thinks she's Callie's age. Like she thinks she's their age. I don't care what nobody says. That's why
And
I
that's
agree
the
with you.
reason why Blueface is confused on if she wants to, if she's trying to be with him. That's why he's confused. Because he's like, what the hell?
Queen Grandma Rock said, I'm 55. You will get slapped. Okay.
Damn! You slapped it? Damn!
I'm not even going to argue with you. You about to get this old school ass whooping, okay? What's up,
My
Doc?
grandma slapped me, and I saw stars at 24.
Who's up here? Who's up here?
Selena.
Kimmy B and Dre came up.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
Hi.
Kimmy.
Hey, hey Dre. Hey, Miss Popton and Selena. Is Goddess still up here? You
Yeah,
too.
she's here.
Hey.
Um, my take on Carlissa, I think with Carlissa and Krishan, I think there's some type of envy that yes, she was once Krishan trying to gain a spot in Hollywood or stardom, so to say, and she never did. And here comes this hood rat chick because you know she thinks she's better than Krishan. How dare she get where I hope to be
Okay, well now,
off
Kimmy,
the back of my son?
clarify that because you know I'm quite sure some things are going to be clipped up and spun. Okay, I'm already prepared. Okay, I'm going to take
Mhm.
it, and that's fine. But you're gonna have to clarify that.
Clarify what I said. What I said. She wished she was
Well, that,
Krishan.
see,
Not that part.
not that
What
part.
part?
The part
Well,
about the hood rat. Because we
The
don't want
hood
oh
nobody to think we're
Yeah.
calling
no,
Krishan
I'm
a
just
hood
saying.
rat.
Oh no, I'm not calling
Carissa
Krishan
called
a hood
her
rat.
a hood rat because you see how I be reading y'all comments and even and they be down in the comment section talking about, Henny, you said no, I
No, I
didn't. I
didn't.
read a comment. You better leave me alone. And
No,
let me just say this. And I gave her how much grace before I actually popped it on her?
She
Because
did.
I gave her a lot of, she had a lot to go. And then she kept going, but we're not gonna bring her back up because we don't need her slurking and lurking out of the shadows. Please leave lion dogs where they are. Tabitha came up. Hello, Miss Tabitha.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Hi.
Well, I think she came up here to give it to me. I'm listening.
Well, you asked me as a 54-year-old would I act like a 24-year-old or like
Mm-hmm.
Carlissa?
Mm-hmm.
No. First of all, I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a grandmother.
Hello.
So how I go out in public and react or come on social media and react, that's a reflection on my children and my grandchildren. And I
Hello.
would never bring them that type of embarrassment.
Mm.
Do I
That part.
think Carlissa and Krishan is alike? No.
No.
Carlissa is
Alyssa has said that they are like the only thing that I compared that was similar is how when Krishan gets up here and pops it, she pops it with facts and she goes no hold bars when she's popping it. That's old Krishan. Carlissa gets up here and she pops it, but she spills lies and spins narratives. So Carlissa was expecting to get out here and pop it, and Krishan would pop it back. That's what I was saying. I do not feel like Krishan acts just like Carlissa. I don't feel like she's
no.
a junior Carlissa. I don't feel any of that. So see, this is
Yeah,
why
I'm
people.
not saying she act.
So
I
I
didn't say she act like Carlissa. I said that the story that Carlissa is telling is similar to the story that Krishan is telling as far as them
But
growing up. That's
but my
what I
thing.
compared it to.
Okay, I can understand what you're saying, but when you are an abused child and have been essayed, it's a lot deeper than what Carlissa say because she do a lot of talking. I don't really see that pain. You can talk that walk, that talk, but is she walking it? No. Krishan, I could see that in her because when she was swinging out and lashing out, it was because she was in pain. For her to love her abuser because it was her sister, that was a lot for her. She could not understand that. How could she love? How could her sister do this to her, but yet she still love her sister? So, as a person, that's a lot for them to try to get through. And
Mhm.
once she released that, she was free. And that's why she could sit today and talk about it like she did. Carlissa takes hers, if she's been essayed, and she throws it at people, and she tries to hurt them. If it happened, her sisters and them had nothing to do with that. So why would you try to hurt them with it? Why would you come out in public like you do and say the things you do? Now, as far as her mother, I don't care what a mama do. I was raised in foster care. And my mom told us, irregardless of what your mama has done or not has done, that's still your mama. You will not disrespect her because she gave you life, and that she didn't have to do. So for you
Mhm.
to come online and embarrass your mama like that, it's a payday. See, everything that we do, we got to stand before God for it, and she's gonna have to answer for that. You know, we were SA growing up. I was 3 and a half when they took me from my mama. And I can still remember the stuff that happened to us by an aunt. But I never felt like it was my mama's fault. And when I found out my mama's story, if I could have dug her up, I would have, and I would have hugged her, because hurt people. And a
Right.
lot of times you can look at people and you don't understand why they're acting the way they do, and you just think, oh, they're just mean, or they're just out of control, but you never know what they went through. So I can sympathize with Krishan. I can't sympathize with Carlissa. I can't.
Well, we don't have no sympathy for
I have
Carlissa
zero
over
sympathy.
here.
Mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
None
No,
whatsoever.
I
mm-mm,
don't have no sympathy or empathy for her because I have tried, and I think
mm-mm,
just about everybody on here can tell you, I have tried to humanize Carlissa's trauma. But as soon as I humanize her trauma, she goes and does something else that makes me be like, oh, forget it. I'm not even. I've
mm-mm.
tried giving her, she's had grace for years. And I'm not giving that. I don't give that. I don't even really post her. If you go on my IG page, I haven't even really been on IG. But if you even look at the videos, I'm not even really posting her. I might mention her, I might talk about the antics that she's done, but she's not really getting no clout. She's not getting any clout off of me at all, meaning I'm not going to help perpetuate her story at all,
Mm-mm,
help elevate
mm-mm.
the plateau at all, because I don't agree with Carlissa. But I do want to clear that up, that no, Blue has said that Chrisean reminds him of his mother. That's what he said. And what I'm saying is, Carlissa, the only thing that I said that was similar was the way Chrisean used to get online and pop it, and how Carlissa gets online and pops it. And what happens is Carlissa gets triggered to become a 24-year-old Carlissa version instead of remaining the age that she is and standing her ground on that. You trying to become what Chrisean is, which
I
is
don't.
24 years old. And I don't like that at all. And she's not going to get grace from me because guess what? Like I said, when Chrisean gets up here and pops it, she lays out the facts and she tells it like it is. She don't get up here and spin a narrative and try to say things for clout, clicks, and views. She gets up here and she will read you down from the top to the bottom, and she's going to tell all sides of the story. She tells what she did. She tells what they did. She tells why she doing what she did. Carlissa just gets up here and runs her mouth, but she's hoping that she's going to get Chrisean to clap back at her, and she goes down a level. That's what I'm saying. The only thing that I said was getting online and popping it. That's it.
I don't think Carlissa is turning. I don't think when she claps back, that it's a 24-year-old clapping back. I think it's a 52-year-old, cold-hearted, angry black woman. I don't think a 24-year-old could be as cold-hearted and say the things that she do.
Too far. Like
Um,
you're analyzing what I said instead of understanding what I just said. You're going too deep into it. Because I never
And
said that Chrisean was cold hearted. I never said
I didn't
any of
say
that.
that you did, Henny.
Too.
I didn't.
Addie too. what I'm saying, instead of hearing what I said, you're adding to and over analyzing what was said. There's no over analyzation to what I said, because I'm not saying that Chrisean is cold hearted, that Chrisean exactly is bitter. I never said any of that stuff at
I
all.
didn't,
Slap that on Chrisean.
but
So
I didn't say that. I
you
didn't
have
say that. I
started to
said,
interpret it like that's what I'm saying, and
but
that's
but
not what I'm saying.
but that's not what I said. I said I don't think Carlissa is acting as a 24-year-old. I think that she's acting her age as a 52-year-old cold-hearted woman. That's what I said. I didn't say you were saying that Krishan was. I never said that. And if that's the way you took it, then I apologize. But I think that Carlissa is acting uh, as a 52-year-old bitter, cold-hearted woman to say the things that she do.
D9. Penny Krishan just as much of the problem. She never grew up mentally, just like Carlissa. I'm not with that. D9.
D9, I don't. Mm-mm.
And I've seen you comment before. It's usually
24. I
negative
mean,
about Krishan.
How
yeah,
could you even say that when Krishan
Yeah.
has gotten up here and handled herself in a more mature manner than Carlissa has?
at
Who said
24,
that?
like she's
Mhm.
still a baby.
How
You
could you even
said
do that?
you said I said that?
No.
No, it's in the comments.
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
I think when Krishan was doing all her clapping back, Krishan was hurting. You could see the pain in her eyes.
That girl has been getting bashed for 2 years straight. Her baby has been getting bashed since he's been born. Like, I don't understand where this can be a 24-year-old fault when she's still a baby, and she needs that guidance that a 50-something-year-old is supposed to give you. Like, Carlissa is really supposed to be big mama, and she's not playing that role. So
Exactly. Exactly. Because when my oldest son got married, I could not stand his wife. But because he was my son, I had to accept his choice and I had to be cordial with her because I wanted to be in my son and my grandchildren's life. So mama had to bite her tongue and put a smile on her face and do what a mama and a grandmama could had to do. Carlissa don't know how to do that.
No. I think she's in constant competition with Krishan. That's how I take it too. She's in constant competition, and she thinks that using this loud voice and fighting online is what's going to get her all the attention she needs. And when Krishan doesn't clap back at her or doesn't entertain her, then it doesn't make it look like it's like two people going at each other. Instead, it makes it one crazy person, which is her.
Yeah.
I think she preferred that Krishan bow down to her. She doesn't like it that she can't
Oh,
control her.
Matrix.
you're in the Matrix.
Give me
You
you're
got
the Matrix.
yeah.
Yeah.
What I do, Miss Black? I'm just reading the comments and I'm just saying, like, right, Henny, and they're like going like, oh, Carlos is this, Carlos that. Okay, but understand, I'm not saying nothing else because boy, oh boy, some people get it and some people don't.
There's a comment right here, Brandy B. My mom-in-law hates me too, and she's been doing things behind my back for years. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people like that. There's more Carlissas in the world. The only thing is we see Carlissa because she's on a public platform. But
exactly.
there's many of us women can't deal with
I don't
someone
think
that
it's a
is a
good
Hold
Carlissa.
on, us men had a Carlissa.
Okay,
I had
my
one.
bad. Many of us,
Yeah.
men and women, have
Okay,
Carlissa.
because I didn't have me a Carlissa. Okay, I just got rid of her. I had to pray to Jesus to get her gone. You know,
I
sometimes,
don't
Chrisean, you listening, get on your knees. Because that's where I was sitting there on mine. I prayed that the girl came back, and then when she came back, 3 months later, I was back on my knees again, saying, "Sorry, Lord, I made a mistake, Jesus. Jesus, hear my cry.
return the sender.
Take her back. Take her back,
Hey,
Lord. Give me the
slaying
strength to walk
them,
away this time."
slaying them. Y'all
Yeah,
are
but Selena's
sugar
right.
box ass. How about this? You're out. Bye, girl.
Selena's right though. It's a lot of people like that. Like I thank God
Hmm.
that My in-laws are cool, but I've done heard horror stories from friends and family members about their in-laws. So Selena's right. It's a lot of Carlissas out there. We just don't
It
see it because they're
is.
not putting it on the internet.
Okay, I gotta get
But
out.
see, they get worse than
Okay,
Carlissa
you know
because you
what?
got the
I'm not
mama.
reading no more comments. Hold on. I'm not reading no more comments because y'all have my anxiety going up. And it's like I keep seeing what y'all saying in the comments, and I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying that, but y'all are, oh my God, I should have never said nothing because everybody is highly triggered by Carlissa right now. I'm gonna be quiet.
But it's
I'm
okay to have a
myself.
conversation. It's okay to have a conversation. But I think that they took some of what you said and thought of it in a different way. You did explain yourself right now. So.
I don't even think it was what she said. It's what I said, and they're trying to make it into what she said. Let's keep it a buck. Y'all be being messy in them damn comments. Like I said more than she said.
No.
Y'all, they got triggered off of what I said.
Because I
Poppington
mentioned
said that.
no. I mentioned about both of them getting online, and I said old Chrisean gets online and pops it this way, and Carlissa gets online and pops it this way. But Carlissa gets triggered and reverts back into 24-year-old Carlissa, popping it on the internet, trying to get a reaction out of Chrisean to go back and forth. That's what I said. So then it started all of this stuff that she's bitter, she's evil, she's wicked. Chrisean is not evil. Chrisean is not bitter. Chrisean is not, and I'm not saying that that's what you. I was talking about the popping it
You get
online.
that from there. And
Yeah,
I had a learning
I was
disability.
saying, but Chrisean does not pop it the way that Carlissa pops it. So in hindsight, Carlissa does not want Chrisean to start popping it because Chrisean will pop your business down. She not gonna lie on you. She gonna pop the business that she does know on you all the way down. But the reason she's never been popping it like she was before is because Chrisean was quick to tell you, I don't know Jaden. I don't know Carlissa. So I just was feeling like, look, as the woman I am, I wouldn't get up here hooping and hollering and cussing and fussing every single damn day, trying to do this and that. I went through a phase in the beginning of my journey as a blogger, doing that when people picked and jugged with me. Get online. I'm popping it every time they say something, every time they post something. I'm getting up here and I'm popping it. But you know what? As a blogger, it takes away from my content when I start paying attention to the people that are popping it about me instead of paying attention to the content that y'all came to hear about and giving y'all what y'all come here for. Yeah, y'all rock with me as a person, but y'all come here for the content. Y'all come here for the conversations. Y'all even come here to get the controversial conversations like right now. Y'all come here for all of it, and I'm here for all of it. But one thing that I want to make very clear to any and everybody out there before a narrative starts getting spun, I never said Chrisean was like Carlissa, as in bitter, evil, vicious, wicked, a liar, a manipulator.
Never.
I never said any of those things. Those are my views on Carlissa, who has no hold bars, who will take any and everybody down, all for the preservation of self. I never said that. I know exactly what Carlissa has done because I have watched Carlissa for years. I have watched Chrisean for years. Some of y'all haven't watched her from the beginning to now. Some of y'all came in the third and fourth quarters. Y'all wasn't here from day one when all of this started with her and Blue. So y'all are missing a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, I know exactly who I'm watching. I know exactly who it is that I'm talking about. And I'm not saying nothing downing Chrisean, bashing Chrisean. When have I ever bashed Chrisean?
Never.
When would I ever bash Chrisean?
Never.
As content as I have defending her, I would never bash Chrisean.
And they acting like we don't drag Carlissa by the little bit of baby hair she got left every single day.
About her eyebrows and her mustache hairs up and down the internet streets multiple times. So if you ever think that I'm trying to put them on a level playing field and saying they are the same exact person, you got me fucked up.
And if it's the comment about Blue said she's like his mom, go write Blue. That was his thoughts, not Henny's. He's sitting there. He ain't got nothing but time to read. So go ahead and write them.
Right, and he may just accept your email because he ain't got nothing else to do. And not only that, Carlissa has said that she used to be like Chrisean when she was younger. So if Carlissa is saying she was like Chrisean when she was younger, then me saying that Chrisean triggered
Mm.
her to go to a place
Mm-mm.
makes
Mm-mm.
sense.
Mm-mm. Nope.
But
She
I don't
lies a
see
lot.
Carlissa
She
ever
just
being
wants to
like,
be like Krishan.
hold on, because I don't ever see Carlissa being exactly like how Chrisean was. Maybe a little rough around the edges, maybe quick to fight, maybe quick to curse a person out. Okay, I can see that. But I don't ever see her being exactly a carbon copy of Chrisean, because where Chrisean is right now in her life, Carlissa could never be right now in her life. Because look at
And
the
people
and the empathy and the compassion that she had for her friends and her family when she was speaking.
Yep.
Carlissa can't do that.
and
No, but
people
see,
can have
Carlissa
similarities
be in your
and not be
background,
the
and
same.
she'll take what you said as fact. Like, yeah, I am a carbon copy. Yep, I mean, her dad used to go through the same things. Yeah,
But not even that. People can have similarities and not be the same. You don't
that's
have to
true.
be exactly like somebody to have a similarity. Hence, our children. Our children have certain traits and similarities to us, but they're not the same people. So everybody's like that. Like you, that's why you become friends with people. You build relationships with people. It's the similarities that you have. So I don't understand. Like people need to really put on their adult brain and see instead of being emotional about the situation, really be logical about the situation.
Facts.
I I I I just don't see it because with Krishan I see somebody special. I see a chosen person. I don't see that with Carlissa. So maybe that's where I see the variation in them. You know, and that's why Krishan can be compassionate. Krishan has got a gift, and until she fully walk into that gift, Krishan is gonna be hell.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
know what I'm saying?
Carlissa
Carlissa
could have
needs to go
started
see a
off that
psych.
way,
Yeah,
probably.
she needs to go see a psychiatrist because there's something mentally wrong up there. Up, it ain't clicking right. But I'm gonna step down. Henny, I love you, baby.
I love you too. Thank you for coming up here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody start off like when she was younger. I don't know the stories I hear. I hear she was no different than she is now. It just got worse, and I feel like a snake doesn't change; it just sheds its skin and grow and learn how to be better at what
That's
they do. So
that's
yeah,
a
she probably fooled us a little bit when she first came out, but then we got to see this demonic side of her, and ain't no way to call a demon nice.
Dre.
Huh?
Dre.
Mm,
Dre, now don't make me come for you.
okay.
Make me come for you. Because when
Okay.
has Carlissa ever been up here showing us something better? Now, yeah, it was funny and it was a key when she was dragging her children. Because those her children. So she could drag her children all she wants to because she had them.
No, see,
Okay.
I only felt sorry for her when she got drugged and put out his house. That was the only time I felt bad, but I didn't know her
I ain't
story
feel
then.
bad for that because she
I didn't know her story then. I didn't know her story.
I didn't feel bad for her then neither. You know why? Because how you coming up in that very well grown man's house trying to dictate what he can and can't do and who he can and can't have in his house that he paid a mortgage for, down payment for, and all of that. His name and his name alone is on his mortgage. Remember, I mean on his deed. Remember, we pulled that over here to see was whack a dack a doodle doodle doo, three finger doodle shooter on it, and he not. So that's his house. My kids are grown.
Mm.
I go to their house and I see you got some stuff going on that I don't agree with. Guess what? I'm going somewhere else for the night. Or I'm going to stay in my room and sip water and mind my business because you're grown. And I'm in your domain. I'm in your dojo. You're not in my dojo. Now, if you in my house, you're going to abide by my rules. And if I say I don't want you laid up in here with two girls, you ain't going to be laid up in here with two girls. But she don't get to go over to his house and run his house. So she got what she got because she was trying to be out of control.
Now, at the same time, it's all about your mom and the relationship you have with her. Because if my mom come in my house now and a woman is in here, you're gonna speak to my mom. You're gonna speak to her. You're gonna say hi to her and this, that, and that. But see, Blue don't have that relationship with her. She was always a wrecking ball, and I didn't know her story at that time. You know what I'm saying? I learned Carlissa's story when I became a part of Henny Gang. When I became a part of Henny Gang and learned how to do things, I said, "Goodness gracious, this is a demon."
Just as
I need to go to church every time I go look up some stuff on her. You just gotta go to church and sit there and look it up while you looking it up because you don't want that to jump off on you. Then she get to jumping at you through the screen, and it was
oh
your
my
fault.
God,
And
she
it
was
was
so
your fault. You like,
scary.
girl, you jump again. See how
Hey,
Chrisean about you.
stage girl, you came up to look. Krishan said the circus closed, but it's been a whole circus up here this afternoon.
Hey, Henny. Hey, panel. You know what? I was somewhere I had noise in the background. Listen, Carlos does something to me. I was here the last time, but listen, I understand Carlissa. The comparison to Krishana is Carlissa is what Krishan was on Baddies and that crazy in love type behavior. The sad thing, Carlissa has no emotional intelligence. I'm just gonna call it like it is. She has no emotional intellect, and she still has no idea of how to use her words. She wants to use her hands. Like Dre just said, she wants to buck and huck and bugging at a camera screen at 52 freaking years old. Every time I think about Carlissa, I know I have to lay before the Lord because there's so much I want to say to her. Is thank heavens I'm on the other side of the world compared to her. Because let me tell you something, I would lay holy hands on her and unholy hands on her because she is dealing with a demon that she has not released. And she's mad because this young lady has superseded her in maturity and in her relationship. Are we supposed to judge people's relationship with the Lord? No, but I'm telling you, by what I see, she has a lot of growing to do. She just gets under my skin, and because it's just a reminder of the ex my husband has is a Carlissa. The same behaviors, the same screaming antics, the same narc female, narc mom she is. I was quiet the last time because that was the week she went off and drained us all of the energy. I got time today. I have time today. So, Miss Lissa, I know you're in the bushes. I know you're listening. Leave Krishan alone. Keep Krishan Jesus Porter out your mouth. I said mouth. MOUF. Mouth today. We have had it with you, my love. My dear, come step to us, the Gen Xers that's with you. That's your age. Step to us like you do to her. Watch what we do to you. We will eat you up, spit you out. Leave nothing but the bone, sis. Nothing but the bone. I am tired of that woman. So tired of that woman. I'm done.
Are you done? Because you
I'm
could
done.
keep going, girl. I
I
mean,
got
you
time
just
today.
cut
I
your
have so
ear
much
don't
ends
time
even
and
have to
today.
go.
bottom
Keep
and
I
going.
usually don't say much, but it's just something about her. It's like, are you going to stay this stagnant? Are you going to stay in this space? It's like you're stuck at 20 something. She followed that man being Blue's dad, in hopes to have her big break. Yet she sees this young lady come along with her son, no less, and gets this break that she feels like she has that has the life that she deserves. Baby, you deserve nothing but to sit here and be a matriarch that you should be. That you have no idea of how to be that for your children. Yet you stand here and we all know about your mother's history, which we should not know nothing about your mother's history because she surpassed that. But yet you want to go out here and call yourself bleeding everybody, but leaving a trail of what? Of your ignorance, of your insecurities. We know all about you because why you put it out there, my love. You put it out there. Point
read.
blank, period. Point blank, period. Now,
She cuts her
I
three
digress.
children.
I'm trying to bring myself back down, but it's just something about her that light and dark can't dwell together. And that is
No,
a dark, dark spirited woman. My daughter's over here. Bring it down, mom. Bring it down.
listen, I get it because Carlissa will take you there. She will take you there. And I agree with you. The last time that she was on these internet streets acting a fool and a donkey in the way that she was, yeah, I that's when I said no more because I felt nasty afterwards. Like my spirit just felt so ugh. I showered, I put my feet in the grass, I tried to listen to some binaural beats and get myself back in alignment. I done prayed. I said, I can't
It was
do this
heavy.
with her. It was
It was
too heavy.
heavy.
It had me so weighed down listening to her. Now I get it. Some people feel like, her she's not suffering from anything. But I'm gonna say this. There's so much anger, hostility, aggression, bitter, vileness in her energy that comes from a hurt place. That type of stuff is piled up, built up, and jam packed down. Like she kept pressing stuff down. And that vile bitterness doesn't just come from being a jilted lover. It doesn't just come from childhood traumas. That comes from everything that did not go her way, that she did not get and she could not attain as well in her life. That builds a different type of bitterness and aggression inside of you. Okay? You could tell she thought she was big shit when she was younger, going out there on those auditions and all of that, just to have the door slammed and you are extra. Sometimes you spoke, sometimes you didn't speak,
Mhm.
but you were extra in the movies and never the star.
When did
So
she speak?
she spoke
And
with
even a piece of unforgiveness that she hasn't forgiven herself of something. It's
right.
something there.
And she spoke on that little TV show, I think, when she was on there too. But she did speak. And even in that other movie where she was playing the prostitute and she was like, gotta smoke.
She
Like
said, "Stay
you was
away
a
from her. You just nasty. You just nasty, nasty."
Well, she a prostitute online showing everybody her ashy booty.
no. She was sitting in the prison in the jail
She
cell.
was in a jail cell. She said, "Stay
Yeah.
away from her, nasty. You just nasty." They were just yelling at her. You just nasty. Stay away from her, nasty.
So again, there's a lot to unpack when it comes down to that angry bitterness
But
that
I want
has
to ask you something, Henny. How much of it is bitter angriness versus demonicness? Because every time her and sorry, Callie, but I seen you do it too, mamas. Every time they done with a prayer or saying something regarding God, they say Amen. Not Amen, but Amen.
let me explain
Don't
this.
do that. Don't do that. Do not do
No,
that.
I was watching her show the other night, and that's what she said. I just
Okay,
want to know.
okay, but don't associate certain words with her little demonic behind. Now, if you wanna ask, do she deal with some
No, I'm
kind of
asking
spirit
Henny, is
work?
that what it is? Is it more so the bitterness, or do you think it's more so the otherness? Like, because I don't know, because it's both evil to me, and the way she speaks about the Lord is not the way we would speak on Him. And then you end it with the Amen part. It just confuses me, and I'm confused. I just need to know.
Well, amen is considered to be a point of zero where everything begins or ends. When it comes down to speaking on demonic energy thrives off of those type of emotions. And when they dwell inside of you for so long, they become a part of who you are. So if those energies feed demons, and those demons have names, and those demons with names then become things like depression, like bitterness, like sorrows, and all of that stuff, then
Okay.
it's safe to say that they are attached, because those types of energies, um they need that. It's safe to say that they dwell, like Peaches just said, it's legions.
But that
Mm.
word derives. That's the main word that made the word amen. Amen Ra. Like that's comedic history. Like that's not a demonic thing. So that's what I was telling Dre not to do. Don't associate the two. If you don't know where the word comes from, you shouldn't associate the two. Now, her saying that, my belief is dealing with my spiritual teachings and lessons. She's dealing with spirits. She is. They are demonic spirits, but she is invoking them. It's not, I don't think it's just in her. I really think she plays with them candles, and she probably does know how to do a little root work because of the words that she's
An
saying, because I
entity.
know where it's coming from.
A spirit and an entity are two different things. And a demonic force is an entity, it's not a spirit. It's a force, it's a demonic force, it's an entity. So she has entities attached to her.
Yeah, that she's invoking. She's invoking them. I don't think that they're naturally in her.
I don't think she's invoking them though. Because, like I just said, demons derive and thrive off of emotions, negative emotions. And negative emotions are anything that weighs down the soul, the spirit. So when you have something connected to you that's weighing down your spirit, like a spirit of depression, like the spirit of anxiety, like the spirit of bitterness, like the spirit the spirit of jealousy, it's different when you invoke something, because you invoke something to call it to you. It's different when it's connected and attached to you and have become a part of who you are because they have fed on you for so long. Those types of entities feed on your spirit and the very essence of who you are as a person, to the point where they corrupt you. They corrupt your mind, they corrupt your speech. And you must remember that even the devil knows the Bible and knows it
Also,
better than some of us. So
That
call a
part.
thing. If you're going to call it out properly. While she is quick to call Chrisean demonic and say all of those things about her, when you get down to the nitty gritty of the spirit of a person, you must know the difference between what you are calling out and what you are seeing. So to say that she has legion is correct. It's absolutely correct.
okay,
But
because I called it a Jezebel spirit, and I must have misnamed that
That's usual.
incorrectly.
that's a spirit. That is a spirit. It
That's
is
the
a
spirit.
Jezebel spirit, but there is also an entity that the Jezebel spirit calls to you.
Mm.
See,
Henny,
you
you
gotta
are correct in
understand
that.
that's what I'm talking about. See, y'all got me talking this, y'all got me teaching right now. I don't want to teach. I don't want people to know this side of me,
Well, you
okay?
got to learn just something dealing
Hmm.
with the demons so we can know what we dealing with here. We can't just be thrown in the frying pan and just get the
But,
sizzling without learning we fish.
The
but
reason
Henny,
why that energy is
true.
so heavy is because it's so many, it's so much, it's too
Yeah.
much. And a lot of us do not dwell in that energy or on those frequencies. A lot of us
Okay, Henny.
have those things that we have that we battle with on our own. We have our own demons that we fight.
Mhm.
But now imagine what you fighting with. Like, okay, for me, for an example, I have depression and anxiety from CPTSD, which is continual post-traumatic stress disorder, based off of things I've experienced in my life, things I've witnessed, and things that I've even been a part of. I have CPTSD with anxiety and depression. I fight my own demons daily. We all fight our own demons daily, whether it be gluttony, whether it be whatever. There's 7 deadly sins, and some of us have all touched upon them, and maybe we even battle with some of them. Okay, those things bring upon these legions that you have on you. So imagine your demons trying to intermingle with hers, and she's got a legion of them on her, and you got a couple that you deal with. That's too heavy. That's too heavy for your spirit because it's not natural to you. But when you're still in that energy, you can carry it because you that's trauma bonding. Y'all can carry each other's demons. So yeah, no, I'm not playing nice with that. That's why I said after that it made me feel the way I felt, where I was sick, just like that whole thing with the Jay Reed thing. That thing turned my stomach and made me feel so nauseous and so
Me
sick.
too. Me too.
That's a nasty energy that I can't deal with. I'm not gonna play with, and I'm not gonna fool with it. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, she needs spirit. She needs a spiritual hospital. That's why when I be saying she need an old priest, a young priest, and a spiritual advisor, I say it as a joke, but I mean it.
So that's what the old people used to mean back in the day when they be like, your spirit man is grieving.
Yeah.
Huh. See, I learned something new every day messing with Henny over here. I tell y'all, I'm telling you, she gonna learn you today. And I even got my medicine going right now, and I'm still learning.
He said I got my
But
medicine. Thank you,
the medicine. Oh
the
my goodness.
super chat. She said Henny has always been our number one spot for 100 truth and receipts. Every opinion expressed and shared is Henny's. Carlissa is very jealous of Chrisean. She can't be. No, she could never be Chrisean. Chrisean's spirit is too light for her. And Chrisean's light irritates her demons as well. She can't really go back and forth. That's why she lashing out as bad as she is. Think about it. Her mama light is too bright for her. It's too bright because her mama is not in that dark place that she was once in anymore. But she wants to keep her trapped there. Carletta already told us this.
Exactly.
Her mama has not a stench of darkness on her from when I saw her. So yeah, let her be
Penny,
who.
I know you didn't want to go into teaching more, but you said something just to kind of go back to what you were saying. There has to be a host. Like you said, the legions, there has to be a host. And she may have dabbled in something at once upon a time. We've seen shoes on the Bible. We've seen what she shared that what they prayed for Blue at that time to come back. We don't know what that posture of that prayer was, but not to go into teaching. The Bible says if that host is not swept clean, seven more will come even stronger than the one that you cast out. If you know what I'm talking about.
Know exactly
And
what you're
when
talking
you
about.
have, you know what I'm talking about. So when you have your time with God, bless that you have your mother. When you have those one-on-ones with Mama Henny, we are looking at a reprobate mind. We are looking at that right now in that woman. Yes, we say what we say about her, but she truly, truly needs deliverance. Deliverance, it needs to be had with her because there is an excess on her that she doesn't even know how to pray off of her.
But see,
She doesn't even know what she needs to do.
when she starts, if she's dibbling and dabbling in the dark arts of things on this side of it, okay, on this side of it, when she start dibbling and dabbling in those things, and you have those things attached to you, you call more of that to yourself. So yes, you are absolutely correct. But what I'm talking about are those things that are actually feeding off of the things that she has housed inside of her, and they have taken up home in her spirit. So everything else that you attach to that, that is the foundation. You are absolutely correct. Everything that
Yes,
she has
indeed.
housed inside of her that has now become a part of her and made home, anything she calls from the outside now becomes a part of that. So I'm speaking of exactly what you said, the foundation of all of that. And in order for you to take something down, you must crumble the foundation. Because if you take everything that's on top of it out, you still have a foundation, which means, like you said, when you don't sweep everything out clean, seven more will come back. So imagine somebody who has seven demons attached to them and they sweep those demons out of them. Seven more times seven comes back for each one. You see what I'm saying? So out of that one, it's seven more that comes. The next one, seven more that comes. The next one, seven more that comes. It becomes a legion, even bigger than what it
Even
was.
stronger.
Wow, you got a nation. And that's just genealogy right there. And now you got a nation.
Genealogy, I love it. Love it.
Y'all got me up here talking spiritual stuff. People is not supposed to see this side of me on this channel.
You gotta learn them, Henny. You gotta learn them because they over there listening and playing and fraternizing with that demon. And I didn't watch her show, and she done said she the one that done gave up her soul. That's what she said allegedly. It came out of her mouth. Maybe I misinterpreted allegedly, but that's what she said. And I said, "Ooh,
But remember what we said when we talked about selling your soul. Anything that you do that busts your normal compass, you know when you've hit your moral compass. Anything that goes against your moral compass, you have now become a person who has sold your soul to that very thing. The love of money. We got to stop saying money is the root to all evil because it's not the money itself, it's the love of money. Because the love of money is attached to greed. Greed is a seven deadly sin, which means that when you attach yourself to the greed, the love of the money attaches to the greed, you are willing to do any and everything, including compromise your moral compass to be able to get more of that thing.
yeah, that's true." Because that was what she was arguing with her daughter about. She was yelling what she did. She was yelling she had to do it. She was yelling what she did. And she yelled back, "You should be grateful." I said, "Oh my goodness." And then she was saying, like, morally, your morals, you compromise your morals for a dollar bill. And she told her she should be grateful.
Uh-uh. Child, you can see the darkness and the light. This is a spiritual warfare. We have already said that, but I've never actually sat down and broken down spiritual warfare and light versus dark and all of that stuff. But what I will tell you is there is a thing that I believe. And I believe just as we have guardian angels that we are born with, we are also born with a doorway that opens up to these entities being able to attach to us at any point in time. We always have the angel and the devil on our shoulder, and it's about which one is going to govern you. Which one are you going to listen to? Which one is whispering in your ear and it's really making your ear tingle? That's what I'm talking about right here. It is a battle that is going on. And who is going to win this battle? Well, if you read your Bible, you know that light always wins. But even in light, there's always darkness. Understand that. Even
Yeah,
in
you right.
darkness.
That's why Chrisean told her she can yell, she can scream, she can hoop, she can holler, she can do a backflip. She was talking because after watching that video that Zio released, she said, "I want to talk to you in the spiritual." I was like, "Wait a minute! I ain't never heard nobody ask to have no conversation like this." Chrisean, can we talk in the spiritual? I want to be spiritually talked to. You. Wait a minute! I ain't never even heard my grandma say nothing like that. How do we talk in the spirit? Let me know. I want to do it. I was intrigued because it was just like, wow. And that irritated her so much. She ain't got off her high horse yet.
And I'm gonna say something. Poppington, you touched on something. I want to spend the block on since we're here in this portion of programming. Um, a lot of people do trauma bond to Chrisean because they see a lot of what they've been through, a lot of what they wish they could have gotten over at such an early age because she has overcome a lot. People do trauma bond to her. However, there's a lot of people that also do gravitate to her because of the light she bears. She's a light bearer, meaning that she is a light being. Her energy, her spirit. If you meet her in person, I'm telling you, if you ever get the chance to meet her in person, you will feel her energy. Her energy is not tainted, it's not rancid, there's nothing. Her energy is so loving, so light, it's all encompassing. I've met this girl in person. I've hugged this girl in person. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. So for those who be like, oh, I met her. Selena has met her. That's not something that you can manufacture or fake. You could fake the funk all day long, but you can never fake your spirit.
No, I seen her spirit. Like I could feel people. I'm more of like I can feel like I don't know. I'm working on my calling right now, and I could feel people's spirit. The way she did online, she stopped everything and she looked. It was like she just looked up and she was looking and she just stopped what she was doing. She was like, "You want to take a picture? Come on, you can take a picture. Come on." How many stars would have stopped their conversation on live just to look up at somebody, a fan, supporter, whatever you call yourself, to want to take a picture with you? They don't do that. She stopped what she was doing when she looked up, like it was like something told her, look up, Chrisean. She looked up. She's like, "Oh, okay, come on, come on. Let's take this picture. Come on." She's so humble, so sweet. She's a sweet spirit. She's very humble. She doesn't think she's bigger than anyone else. You want to take a picture with me? Come on, blow yourself up. Get you some Instagram followers. Do you. But at the end of the day, it's all love to help you. And I hear that people who is around her say she has a loving, warm spirit that's welcoming.
Exactly.
And
Thank you for the cash app. Exactly.
well, I'll be at I'll be at Kings of Crab, Chrisean, in July. I'll see you there, and I hope you there because I want to pray.
Listen,
I do.
when you said that she looked up,
Mm-hmm.
when I saw her that day, she was on a mission to get out of the McDonald's, like focused. But you saw me, I was like, and the reason I gasped is because y'all watched me on live trying to like How am I going to go upstairs? I don't want to freak her out. I don't want to make her scared. I don't want to be like that. And I'm staring at the elevator trying to come up with a plan. Y'all saw me go to the menu, order the food so that I could get upstairs because you had to have a receipt. And now I'm like, what am I going to do when I get up there? Like, what am I going to say? How am I going to break this ice is what I'm thinking. And she came down. So it like, oh, shoot, she manifested. But then when I said her name, she turned around. She's like, hey. And I'm like, oh my God, can I get a, I think I said, can I get a picture or can I get a hug or whatever? And she said, sure. And y'all saw, she stood there talking to me for a minute. And then she was like, all right, girl, I gotta call my nigga. And she was talking about K-Swab. But she's not that type of a person. And if she ever denied you a photo, then you need to question what's going on inside of you.
Exactly.
Seriously. But I know that y'all want to continue this talk, but I really am very uncomfortable. You got to remember, I do gossip, I do court docs, I bleed and read whack 100, and now I'm over here talking this, and this is completely different from what y'all are accustomed to. I'm trying to figure out a channel to be able to talk like this freely. I don't know if I'm going to do it on a taste of Henny, but whatever. I'll figure it out if y'all really want to have conversations, and I know y'all do. I'm not even gonna ask. I have learned. It's been over a year. I know better than to say, do y'all want? Because y'all be like, yeah, give it to us. So we can pick this conversation up another time in another space in another place. But right now, I just want to say that I give Chrisean absolutely all kudos and respect for the way that she has elevated spiritually. Okay. I do not fault her when she comes out here blasting people because she's blasting them with purpose. It's not like she's just doing it to be doing it. And no, it's not for clicks and clout. Okay. Or as Maine says, ticks and clicks. It's not for that. It is absolutely for her to defend herself. Okay. She can't be out here going upside people's heads and all types of stuff. So she's going to buck back. And the way that she's coming back with everything lets you know she sees everything. She knows everything. I've told y'all this before. Chrisean watches. She goes to different people's channels and she sits in the bushes and she listens and she watches and she reads the comments and she does things like that when in her downtime. She does that. And think about it. Right now, she's not working on anything that we know of. So think about it like this. Chrisean is at home. She's taking care of baby Chrisean Jesus. Okay, and he goes and he takes naps. One thing about nephew, he don't play about his naps. Okay, so he going
I'm sorry, Henny.
she got time.
I'm sorry, Henny. Did somebody get rid of GG77?
Yes.
No, why? Why? What happened?
I did.
All right, thank you, Selena.
What happened?
I think something they said.
I mean, I saw a comment that they made that Zeus is auditioning more girls.
Chrisean attract a lot of kids, but she can't fool me. I can see she's tainted. She tainted.
Oh well, GG77, bye.
Bye. That's why they're gone.
Nasty work. This is why I get angry at a lot of these comments that people say because it's just nasty work. But anyway,
that's why I got my special drink for you, Henny.
I'm not coming to Cali no more, okay?
Yeah, just come down in July and we gonna go to the Kings of Crab.
Texas. I'm not going to Cali no more. Nope.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, huh? We gotta go get her, Selena.
If I come to Cali, I'm gonna be heavily protected.
Yeah, you got Selena there and the Lord. So what more protection do you need?
I'm not trying none of your special drink.
I showed you my safe.
Yes, special drinks.
No.
I even got a drink called Clapback now.
Miss Pammy, that's right. She ain't drinking it, okay? Every time you get up here, see, Lord, okay, Dre, not the special drink. See, everybody know Dre trying to keep giving me this special drink. Dre, I keep trying to tell you now.
You gonna see me make the special drink, and I'm gonna have a special drink with you. Okay, see, I'm gonna have a special drink. You gonna have a special drink. Selena gonna have a special drink. So we gonna all be sitting there special drinkified.
No, this sound like a Diddy
Make sure
party.
y'all come on live because I want to see all of y'all on this special drink.
No, you gonna have a special drink, and then we're gonna go to the Kings of Crab after the special drink kick in because you're gonna be hungry.
I'm not going for crab off no special drink.
I'm telling you, that special
Oh,
drink gonna have you
he trying
hungry
to
and
put that
sleepy.
medicine in that special drink.
Anybody
He
who
trying to
has,
give you the munchies.
if anybody has any last comments they would like to say from the chat, there is the link. We getting ready to end this because, child, we done been up here for 2.5 hours. I have not finished any of my videos that I started, okay? And I need to go finish some videos because I got to put content out for y'all. But please, I ask y'all, please watch the other content. I know y'all be concerned with the whack drag and the Chrisean boosting and the Carlissa dragging, all of that stuff. I know y'all be concerned with that, okay? That's the content y'all love, but please expand and go into the other areas because I got more stuff on Diddy, y'all. Got more stuff on Diddy. Oh, LeJune is coming up here. We about to be here until for another.
You're not. No, you're not.
Y'all got 2 more hours.
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna get some popcorn.
Oh, there y'all go. There y'all go. All here, and I just loved it. I embraced that live, especially the ending of it. It was great. It was great. I know that you know. Hey, get out of here. I know that you know you was talking about, especially with spiritual, man. You broke that down, girl. You broke that down, and you did show me that side, and I like it. I like it. Drake know I like it too. I like that. That was amazing. And if you ever get a platform like that, I'm supportive because people need to really know, have self-awareness and be woke. They really need to know what type of people they're dealing with. Be selective about who you and your energy, who you get attached to. And soul ties can be cast down. All that trauma bonding can be cast down. So they're just strongholds. So I love it. I love y'all. I'm gonna give your props today. Hen up and go over here and get dropped down and send you a super chat because that was lovely.
Oh,
That's
thank you so
that
much, LeJune.
that was lovely. I appreciate y'all. I just appreciate the back just listening. That was amazing. I love it. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank
You
y'all for
too,
letting me up.
LeJune.
Bye,
Okay.
June.
Bye, y'all.
All right, so from the panel, I don't know what's going on, Wonder Woman. I don't know why you can't join IG. Oh, you know what? You can't. Is it my IG live that you can't join, Wonder Woman? Because if it's my IG live, you have to be following me in order to join the live. That's why a lot of people come to the live and you see people commenting and people coming up on the platform and you can't because you don't follow me. You have to follow me in order to do that. And I'm probably going to start making some of these lives subscriber only. So you better be subscribed.
Yeah, we just talked about it yesterday.
Subscribe here, subscribe there, subscribe everywhere.
You want to be part of the conversation, you're going to have to subscribe because we're tired of these people just coming in here saying whatever they want to say and throwing our frequencies off. And now I got to stop what I'm doing to read you or invite you up and hear what you got to know. You got to be subscribed, baby. But yeah, you got to follow me on IG to talk in the lives. Final thoughts. We're going to start with Dre.
Well, final thoughts. Carlissa's gonna always remain bald headed until the Lord come back and put her where she needs to be.
You wanted him to go first.
And she gonna smell like pea and fish and mothballs and SH. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. Let me.
Dre, where are we going with this?
No, she said it last thoughts.
Oh, okay.
And she's a demon. Where's Dre? And pray for baby Chrisean and Blue. You know they over there battling with Car Cap a lot with the ball spot.
Dre, did you just say pray for Blue? I'm surprised.
Yeah, because I didn't know that he was raised by that entity that he called a mama.
You don't call him mama.
So he need all the prayer he can get. So, everybody pray for everybody.
Well, Dre,
and stay away from Carlissa and the ball spot.
Blue said he don't have a mama.
He got here somehow.
He was brought by baby Jesus in the manger.
You know what?
Well, Dre, I'm gonna do this for you because you did very good today.
Yes.
You did so good today. I am so proud of you, Dre. Growth.
I'm proud of me too, Henny. Thank you. And I
You're
love
That was
y'all. And I'll
good.
see y'all in the back.
all right.
I
All right. Who's gonna go next? And Shauna, you stay here because I want you to give a final thought too. Go ahead, Selena's.
I'm eating my candy.
I'm
Okay.
feeling sexy and free, like
Oh, is
glitter
that your
raining
final,
on me. Huh?
is that your final thought?
Heck yeah.
You feeling sexy and free?
And I love Chrisean. And Carlissa needs to literally do what she said. Do exactly what Chrisean said. Just get off the internet and just grow old. Really gray. See, she said that and then she got a whole bunch of gray hair now. Yo, I'm just saying.
You are correct.
Clock it. Clock it. Good job, girl. You just dropped off too.
All right, so who's going next?
I'll go.
You will.
Is someone else going? Or you want me to?
No.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, I will go. I am proud of how Chrisean handled herself today. I think that we've been waiting for this, for her to finally, get her voice out. I hope that she gets the clarity she needs as far as her friendships, because again, I do feel like she has. I felt some of the heaviness of it. It's hard when you lose friends, especially people you've been friends with for so long. So either I hope that, I don't think that as far as with Jay, that can be remedied, especially when you talk about the child, but who knows what happened with Marsh. But if not, whatever she decides, I hope that she feels confident with that. She's sitting there being a wife, waiting on her husband, and she said it more than once. Her husband is telling her, what to do. She's listening to him. They're working together as a unit, and that's a good thing. That's how marriages are. So I wish them well. I hope he gets out sooner or later and she can go ahead and do what she wants to do. But otherwise, Carl, let's just listen to that.
Hey, everybody's doing so good today. We're being so good. We're being so good. Okay, Poppington.
I also was super proud of how Chrisean handled herself. Selena's absolutely right. When you lose a close friend, it's like breaking up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You go through those same kind of emotions. You could tell that she's very empathetic and sympathetic to both sides of the story. It's not with her. It's not really no blame game. It's just things happen and it is what it is. Um, I love the fact that she's like my man, my man, my man right now because it's my husband, my husband, my husband. And that's what she's been wanting. And I'm happy for her. Um, Even though her choice of man, a lot of us don't really agree with, but I am going to pray for Blue because we need to pray that he is going to change and this unity is going to keep up when he comes home. Um, as far as Carlissa goes, I never meant that Chrisean is like her in any of those evil, demonic ways because she is evil and demonic. But at the end of the day, Carlissa is still trapped in whatever trauma she's went through or what she thinks she went through because some people make up things in their mind and it becomes the truth eventually to them. So we don't know. She gives me very much she needs to go to a therapist. She needs to talk it out. She needs to work out whatever she's dealing with. But we don't want to hear from her anymore. Like I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of her BS. Um, it's always a lie. It's always a real dig. It's always trying to one up. And you're older than me. And to be honest, that's not like I don't even want your energy. So I'm telling myself I don't care anything about Carlissa anymore. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna indulge in it. People like that you just have to ignore at this point because she's never gonna change. At 54, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I think we just leave it where it is.
Poppington, you did so good. You really did so good because I just knew you was going to drag for Phil. And you didn't. And I'm so proud of you. The growth is beautiful. Oh, I'm so proud of
Chrisean inspired me today.
you. Well, thank you, Chrisean, because baby, Papa to be having us ready for war, okay? She be having us ready. Shauna, final thoughts.
As always, Henny, thank you for allowing me in your space once again. Um, with Krishan, it was a breath of fresh air to see her in this posture. Because we've sat back on so many different occasions and wondering, how is she feeling? What is she thinking? Because that is a lot for somebody her age to take on.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to come out so eloquently as she put everything and so cautious and even thoughtful, mindful of how she was saying things when it came to her friends and family. It was nice to see her, and that is the manifested evidence of the prayers of so many people that we prayed for her during those dark times for her. Carlissa, for her, it's whew, we can see that in her as well. We just have to lift her up, but she also has to be open to that rebirth and that change and that transition in her life. It's not saying it's impossible because it is possible. Yes, we say what we say about her because we know she should know better at this stage in life. There's so much she could be to those young ladies that she's not. So just as we pray for Krishan, we can pray for Carlissa in our own private time when God puts it on your heart to do so. I'm just going to keep it 100. Do I like her? No, but I have to love her with the love of Christ. For you, Miss Amy, there's so many facets to you. There's so much in you. There's so much that you have to give. There's so much that you have in you that you haven't even touched on that needs to be birthed from you. So I just encourage you when you have a tremendous team behind you. You have a panel of people that support you. So wherever that road leads, walk in that calling. That is my word for you. So just walk in it. That is a profession. Just because you have a certain profession, I heard you say, I'm up here and I'm saying this, that, and the third, and I'm reading this docs and I'm dragging this person. But that's pieces of you that make you Henny. So whatever it is that God has placed upon your heart, our Creator has placed upon your heart to walk in it and let Him reward you openly. You're going to see Him reward you openly for the obedience. Don't worry about what people have to say, what they're going to think of you. Henny, you walked out on faith, and we watched you transition from New York to where you are now. Walk in that same faith in this season. Okay?
Thank you.
That's my word for you.
I appreciate that.
So just you are so special. You don't know how special you are. And that is all I'm going to say today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up and sharing time and space with me. It's always a pleasure when you come up and I receive those words that you said. Thank you. I want to take a minute to acknowledge. Thank you, Xavier, for, I don't know if it's a super chat or a super sticker, but thank you so much. Thank you, Lejeune, for the super sticker. Talisha Baker, I have 5 pages. I have 5, but I'm only solely operating off of this one for right now and possibly a taste of Henny. But right now I've moved everything to this channel. So this is where you'll get the content that you were getting on Straight Henny Media, minus the videos, the way that they were done over there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that channel, so don't unfollow or unsubscribe from there. I just haven't decided what I'm going to do with that channel yet. I was trying to bring my spiritual stuff over there because that channel is the only channel that is monetized outside of this one for the moment. but I have decided that that's not what I'm going to do. I want that to build up on its own. So when I decide where I'm going to put the spiritual girly stuff, I will let y'all know. But this is the only page for right now that I'm fully functioning on. I believe all my pages are in the description to the channel. But thank you very much. Jessica, thank you for the super sticker. And Talisha is a member. Welcome, welcome to the other side. As always, I have enjoyed conversations with you guys, even the little few that was going on in the comments, because I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, they are misunderstanding what I was saying. That is not what I was saying. Oh my God, they're going to clip that up. They're going to spin it and twist it and all types of stuff. But you know what? At this point in time, I really don't care what other people have to say. The only thing that I care about is those who get it. Because as I've said from day one to now, it's always quality over quantity. Okay, and every one of y'all who have hit that subscribe button, I consider y'all to be quality over quantity, and I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for getting me to 10.8K, guys. Thank you so much. The channel is growing. I'm excited for things that are going to happen. When I start figuring out stuff, I will let y'all know what is what, but I'm very excited at the fact that we are celebrating 3 weeks of consistency with Media Showdown. So I am very excited that people are looking forward to it and they are enjoying it. I thank everybody who comes up on the panels. Thank you, Selena, Poppington, Goddess, Dre, Kristen. Thank you guys for being a part of the Media Showdown team. Y'all make this even better than what it was. I appreciate all of y'all who tap in and tune in. Those of y'all who followed from Straight Hitty Media to over here. I appreciate y'all so very much for believing in this. This is what I want for this channel. I want structure for this channel where y'all know what y'all are getting every single day. Y'all know what time to look. Y'all know what it's going to be. And I'm just excited because this is called a channel, right? Channels have shows. So stay tuned is all I'm going to say. Thank y'all again. Y'all enjoy your weekend. I'm going to try to get some recording done for y'all for the weekend, because until Sunday, and I want y'all to pay very close attention, okay? Because Sunday, we are going to start the downfall of Diddy at 8 p.m. And I'm going to try to do the first 2 on Sunday and the last 2 on Monday, because it's only 4 episodes. All right. So we are going to be reviewing that. And then what we're going to do is discuss it in members on Wednesday, like how we did with the Chris Brown. We watched the piece of the documentary and then we went into the court doc, and it made sense for a lot of people who hadn't seen the documentary or didn't even know about the documentary. So that's what we're going to be doing with the Patreon. I have not forgotten about John Bonet's court docs, and I have not forgotten about Lacey Peterson either. I still have those. So yes, trust me, rock with your girl. We're going up. Thank y'all. Have a great weekend. Remember to vibe high so that the bullshit don't stick. Love is always love. And we out, y'all. Peace.